Welcome everybody to Grindliner Media UFC 330 Watch Along. Basically, we're just getting started. Screen will be switching over to Stuntman and myself. I'm Grind. We're going to enjoy tonight watching some of this show. Just make sure we can see each other. There we go. So we're on the live now. It's there.
All right. Hello, folks.
All right. There we go. Live chat is on, so if anybody wants to leave a message, feel free in the chat. We're about 10 to 15 seconds behind everybody. So if you are watching, we appreciate it. And we'll be a little bit behind the live action. We just got started a little bit late, but we did catch some of the fight. We had, of course, Barboza against Esteban Ribovic, and Barboza did not look good. Let's get back to Stuntman. Can I hear you?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Brother, that was a sad fight we just watched.
Gotcha. You know, it's happy that they're out there fighting, grappling. We can enjoy it, but there's a couple things there that I was a little disappointed. Hey, they got Mark Wahlberg in the audience tonight.
I saw that. Marky Mark.
Yeah, no, Barboza just, though looking strong and able, unfortunately didn't look like he was able to stand up and endure, because I'm sure everybody, if you watched it, you saw some hits happening. Oh my God, did you see the gash that was on his right ankle? I've never, in all the fights I've seen, I've never seen somebody get the gash, like, we're talking like 2 to 3 inches long and wide.
Them calf kicks, brother. Calf kicks.
Yeah, pretty brutal. But again, starting UFC 330, that was our first fight. Esteban Barboza goes down. Edson Barboza. Esteban Ribovic takes the win. That's too bad.
Well, I'll tell you I'll tell you the truth. You know, we didn't get to announce this fight but to all the casual fans, if you've never heard the term feeder fight, this is exactly what that was. You know, some people may say this is consistent to like what they do in wrestling, where they pass the torch, put the new guy over, but the stakes are quite different when there's strikes involved, and when you're an aged fighter that's on the downhill side of your career. Exactly what happened was exactly what we thought was going to happen. They're going to feed Edson Barboza, the older man that's been concussed, lost, knocked out multiple times. They're going to throw him. They're going to throw him to the new, younger prospect to build him up. You know, it's part of the fight game, but it is kind of sad. This is one I saw coming from a mile away. Very sad.
That's all right. That's the nature of the game. Gotta get out there and fight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, part of my opening question, which we never really got to, but, you know, we had an experienced fighter in Barboza against the younger, aggressive Ribovic. And for the casual fans, what were we going to expect? But we saw what we were going to expect. The younger, aggressive guy went at him.
Oh, man.
What's your thoughts on, well, basically Barboza? I mean, because there's a lot of thoughts that, well, this was going to be probably the last fight, I believe.
Yeah, he retired in the ring.
Yeah.
What are my thoughts? Well, look, Barboza was amazing. I personally don't think he's been the same except for one time since he lost the title to Eddie Alvarez. That one time that he looked amazing was when he fought Robbie Lawler. He beat Robbie Lawler just with sheer volume, precision, punches and bunches, and that looked like classic Edson Barboza. I haven't caught very many fights since then. All I know is Edson Barboza lost, Edson Barboza, TKO, you know, stuff like that. And he was an amazing fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him, but this is a typical thing that we see time and time again. Guys don't know when to quit, and they just rack up the TBI and concussions and cumulative brain damage to where there isn't much of them left. You know, sad thing is, what tends to happen is I feel like even if the coach is telling the fighter, look, man, you need to diversify your bonds or branch out to other things. Use what you learn here and take it other places. I wish they were more adamant, but you also got to realize a lot of these stubborn fighters are tough, strong-willed. So their coach tells them that, they get mad and get rid of them. For example, boxing is the one sport where there's never any accountability for their loss. They always first thing, fire one of their trainers. It's not my fault. Fire my trainer. Which that isn't the best. That's not a good modus operandi at all. So we'll just see going forward. So what's the next fight we got going on?
Well, moving on next, guys, we're going to have our, what we thought was going to be our opening fight. It's, all right, our next up is the middleweight. We got Mansour Abdul Malik against Dustin Stolfus. And just talking about some of the story there, jumps out to me how a young fighter who can respond to adversity for the first time, guys. So Abdul Malik came into the UFC as a dangerous prospect and a finisher, but now he's coming off his first professional loss of his career. So that makes this a different kind of test. We've seen athletes in every sport look great when everything is kind of going their way. Sometimes you learn even more about them when they finally get knocked back. So Stolfus, now Stolfus is the more experienced guy. He's also a Contender Series graduate, and being from Pennsylvania, he's fighting in his home state tonight. That's kind of cool. So he has an opportunity to make this a very uncomfortable comeback for Abdul Malik, as they're talking now. So Stuntman, let's talk about this upcoming fight now. And let me switch over our line here into, there it is, talking about our next fight. When a young fighter has just suffered his first professional loss, what do you watch for? And can you actually see whether his confidence has been affected once this fight gets going?
100%. Holy shit, brother. Let me explain it to you like this. I'm going to use a story of nature to explain a parallel between what happens when the fighter loses, and it may not be as extreme as what happens in the story that I'm about to tell, but I have seen time and time again. Undefeated, tougher than nails fighter goes out, goes on a long win streak, then boom, gets stopped. Okay, then this is where you see the grit and the mental toughness kick in, because time and time again, we see this guy come out running through everybody, and then finally he gets stopped, or he can't finish a guy like he thinks he can or has previously. Then they lose all their confidence. They're not the same fighter, and they fight cautious. They don't go for things. They don't commit, and they hesitate. Hesitation is what gets you caught in fights, whether it's a punch, a submission, a takedown.
Right.
Now, the story in nature that I'm going to go into, I heard this story from Jordan Peterson, and I believe he was talking about lobsters. So when you get two male lobsters that fight and one of the males loses, essentially that lobster loses so much of its confidence, it actually physically changes and becomes more feminine, and essentially has to build themselves back into the tough, mentally strong warrior.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that happens with guys, but you got to realize when you've had your whole world ripped out from under you, roots and everything, very hard to come back from.
Sometimes you might even have to reinvent yourself if you get knocked too far down.
Exactly. Oh, of course. And now let's get into the body language thing. First things first, you know, if you've watched the sport a little bit, 110%, yes, you can tell when a fighter's not in the fight anymore. Their body language, they don't look up there as much, even if they're gassed or they're not keeping their hands up. They're scared. They're trying to be, I wouldn't say elusive, but they're gun shy. They're not engaging. We'll know right away as soon as the bell rings. Within the first minute or so, we'll tell. We'll see where they're at. And then another thing too is you'll see sometimes there's been a fighter, like let's say he's got like a killer 1-2 combination and a blast double.
Right.
That's a double leg down. And let's say it works time and time and time and time again. Well, what happens when he gets into that fight that person prepared for and they can't get that? A lot of times they'll try their signature move and it doesn't work, and then they go from big and strong to like, what do I do now? And you can see that through their body language. It's nothing new. You just got to watch for it.
They've lost confidence in what worked for them, and that's and you can almost see that in their eyes sometimes when they're fighting. One or two in, just be sure to, if you guys want to, drop in some comments into the chat. Remember, we'll be here all night for these final few fights here. Do you want to see Abdul Malik come out aggressive, or would patience tell you more about this development?
Look, I love the barn burner fights. When it comes to boxing, MMA aside, I really like how the Mexican fighters fight. They just come in there, punches and punches, and they just bite their mouthpiece and go in there. I like to see more brawls. That's just me. May not always be the smartest thing to do, but boy, the fans love it.
Gotcha. We're back in Philadelphia, guys. Looks like Stolfus is coming out right now. And speaking of that, what does Stolfus need to do early to make the younger fighter uncomfortable?
Well, Stolfus looks pretty uncomfortable. He's smiling, but his eyes are telling me something 100% different. His body language right now is that, oh, shit.
I got you.
That's what that's telling me. I mean, very simple. He needs to assert his dominance unless he's going to try to fight an elusive fight. We'll have to see. I didn't have time to research either fighter. I'm surprised that I have not heard of either fighter, and they're this high up on the main card.
Well, let's give a little background. Mansour Abdul Malik, age 28, professional record 9-1-1. He's 6'2", reaches 79.5. Let's see here. Let's see. Current gym is Extreme Couture out of Los Angeles.
Oh, that's a good camp.
His UFC debut was in November 2024. His foundation's wrestling, Division I wrestling. Let's see. Let's take a look at his profession. I just told you. Strong Maryland connection. It doesn't give me that. All 9 professional victories have been finishes. 7 KOs, TKOs, and 2 submissions. 7 came in round 1. Something to look for. And this is, again, Mansour Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik has never won a professional fight by decision. Historically, when he wins, he gets his opponent out of there. So that's, again, Mansour Abdul Malik. Where he came from, born in Pittsburgh, Abdul Malik developed into an accomplished wrestler in Maryland. He won a Maryland State High School Wrestling Championship at Laurel High School and later wrestled Division I at, you asked for it, University of Maryland for 2 seasons. There you go. That's Malik. Let's slide over a little bit and talk about Stolfus, who's 34. It's 34, and his record at 16-8 out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He's based in Germany, though. Finishing profile, 3 KOs and TKOs and 6 submissions among his victories. First round finish is 6, so both fighters have the opportunity to show us what they can do in the first round. His primary strength is grappling, and he earned his contract on Dana White's Contender Series in 2020. There you go.
We've seen a lot of good talent come out of the Contender Series, whether it's Sean O'Malley, Bo Nickel, or Abdul Malik.
Yep.
I love it. At this point, the Contender Series has been so great. It's almost like Ultimate Fighter who? Ultimate Fighter what?
Yeah.
And let's just be real. There's never, ever going to be as good of an Ultimate Fighter as Season 1 with Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell. And as a matter of fact, Randy Couture owns Extreme Couture, and we're watching this fighter right now.
Nope. No, these guys.
Now,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
Well,
go,
what
go.
I'm
we're almost live. We got to go. Go ahead.
We're getting there. So, interesting thing is now I have a feeling that the strength advantage is going to go to Abdul Malik. He looks like he's gifted genetically. However, sometimes the muscular guys, lactic acid builds up a little bit more. They gas sooner. They may not be as flexible. Exception to that rule was the bodybuilder Ronnie Coleman. He could do splits when he was Mr. Olympia. Getting back to the point, it seems like now seeing this, that our guy out of Extreme Couture is going to have to take him into the championship rounds 4 and 5. Furthermore, I have a strong suspicion that Abdul Malik's going to gas out rounds 4 and 5. We won't know till we get there.
If we
Exactly.
get there, right.
If
you know,
I hate to say it, looks like Dustin's going to probably get smashed.
Let me give you some. Let's lean into my co-host here's comments earlier about Stolfus coming in. Watch the walkout. Stolfus has said there are times he does not know until the walk to the octagon whether the nerves are going to disappear. That fits with how he was looking when he was walking in, man.
They were coming in. Look at him now. They were coming in. But you know what? Dustin looks so much like Dave Schultz, R.I.P. If you know the story, know anything about Team Foxcatcher.
Yeah.
The Jack DuPont story. Sad story, R.I.P.
Let's, final couple notes as they're about to start. Watch for Abdul Malik look loose and aggressive early, or does his first career loss make him more tentative? So that's one thing. Is he going to come out or show a little tentative? I like this little nugget. I like this little nugget for Abdul Malik. Ninja Turtle. Abdul Malik says he started martial arts at the age of 6 because he wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. There you go.
Oh, that's so cool. Look, what if I told you I got into Taekwondo at an early age and I was watching Bruce Lee, Ninja Turtles, and playing Double Dragon?
There you go.
It's so funny.
It's just
holy
fun,
shit.
How many times, look, when you're a kid growing up, especially with these athletics, whether the sport, football, baseball.
Time out. Abdul Malik still looks a little scared. They just ring the bell, fires the touching gloves right now. Again, this is the alleged feeling out process right now.
I think you got
Dustin
me.
Looks zeroed in. Oblique kick from Abdul Malik.
You got me by like 10 seconds.
Ooh, nice head kick. Abdul Malik looks very tense right now and a little nervous. Let's see if you can loosen up. The problem is now when you're fighting really stiff like that, your punches don't have the same snap. You're not flowy and moving. Plus, you're building up lactic acid in the muscles, and you're also not going to move as fluid. So far, they're just pawing at each other. Both of them in the orthodox stance. Ooh, Malik with a 3-piece. Cut him with a jab, right cross, jab. They weren't that hard, but they all did land on the jaw. Abdul Malik looks a little more zeroed in.
He does.
I think that's the game plan for Dustin here. It seems like he wants to drag the fight out, which rightfully so.
He's focused, but he doesn't seem to be not sure what to do. I think Malik is feeling. I think Malik's feeling it. He's just waiting for him to unleash and see where he stands against Stolfus. But
it looks like Malik may have his number. See, here's one thing that I forgot to point out. With that reach advantage of Abdul Malik, it's going to play a big factor. Now, whether or not he's trying to go the John Jones approach and grab the wrist and elbow, I don't know. Or to pod his hand to set up a strike. Ooh, that was nice. Left hook to the. Oh, look at Dustin coming back with a flurry of his own.
Yeah.
Dustin right now is in the center, took the center of the ring.
I mean, Dustin's not a young. Dustin doesn't look like a tiny little thing. He does look. They both look in good shape.
Oh yeah.
Credits to the training.
Hell yeah.
But I don't think anybody's been given the true blow yet. You know what I mean? The one blow that kind of makes you feel like, okay, it's on.
Yeah. Left hook from Malik. Malik now in the southpaw stance. He's standing square. Low kick from Stolfus. Right hand from Malik. Stolfus. Overhand right from Abdul. Single leg from Stolfus. He's got his back right now. Going for the truck position.
Oh.
He's got a body lock truck position. Oh, he's about to get out of that. He's got his back right now. They're on their feet.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a suplex? He's going for it. And defending him. You think he's just going to drag him down to the mat right now?
This is interesting.
Abdul Salik in the turtle position right now. Oh, that one might have been okay. Knee to the head again from Dustin. He felt that second one. 2 knees to the head from Dustin so far. Now this fight's gone so far as a very methodical chess match. Oh, and he's out of the rear body lock up. Combination from Stolzen.
I'm gonna say, oh shit. I was gonna say those knees from Stolfus were in a very difficult spot to get him in the back of your head.
They just made that legal to where you can knee him on the ground.
Yeah.
But like, so if they're like, there's a couple things to it. Like, for example, they can't just put their hands down to prevent a knee. So the rule just got changed.
Whoa.
And that's why we were able to see those knees. And I'm so happy those knees are back.
What do you see there? Because Stolfus was just going to his eye.
All right. Well, right now they're up against the cage. We've got underhook from Stolfus.
It looked like he was complaining about something in his eye.
I missed that. I looked away from the camera.
Yeah.
Grab another.
He was, yeah. It was almost like he was asking for time. Kind of like, can you let me do something? It
must have got poked in the eye.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, good luck. You're in a fight.
Ooh, that was a nice overhand. Wobbled him a little bit. I saw his. Okay, he's wobbled right now.
Yeah.
Abdul. Watch, he's going to fake the takedown. Let go. Oh, no, he got the takedown. Nice. Double leg. Oh, nice slam to the mat from Stoltzfus. Right now, he's in the half guard. Oh, he's got him in the mount. He's mounted him.
Oh,
Stoltzfus has him mounted.
I just caught that.
Body shot. Ooh, he's laying ground and pound. Heavy shots from the mount position. It's Stoltzfus. Abdul rolls, gives his back to Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus has his back going for the rear naked choke. He's got both of his hooks in.
Ooh.
He's out of the choke. He's out of the choke.
Good thing to spin over. Wow, this is.
Ooh, rear mount. He's got his ass.
Stoltzfus. Oh, shoot.
Ooh, strikes from the back. Uh-oh, he might get out. Abdul might get out. Look at the control from Stoltzfus.
He looks in control.
He's got him flattened out. He's an amazing grappler. His grappling IQ right now is just off the charts. End of round one.
Man. Ooh.
Stoltzfus looks whooped already. He's like, what the hell was that? He looks frustrated, sad. But let's see what his corner has to say.
Watching get up, though, Mansour Abdul Malik, he looked gassed.
He's gassed right now. He's breathing heavy already. And then on top of that, did you see the look on his face? He looked so defeated.
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I mean, man. It's the thing about a fight. You just never know what can happen. And in a split second, Stoltzfus kind of started being the aggressor. Man. And Abdul Malik just seemed to almost give ground and almost feel like he just looks disinterested at the latter part of that fight.
He got dominated on the ground. He did everything he was supposed to do. You know, when he started getting grounded and pounded in the mount, rolled over to buy him some time. At this day and age, when you roll to your back, it's not always a death sentence as if you're going to get a rear naked choke. Everybody knows how to defend that. And then it's even more difficult to get certain submissions with those 4-ounce gloves.
How about that swimming pool dive with a guy on his shoulder?
That was amazing. Beautiful slam. I personally thought he was going to run in, fake the takedown, come up and throw combinations.
All right, we're back in, guys, and back to Stoltzfus. He went from a 10-fight winning streak to immediately learning how unforgiving the UFC level can be. And he's showing he's got some fight in him now.
Yeah, Abdul, what's his last name? Abdul something. He doesn't look like he's in the fight right now. He just more looks like he's going through the motions, doesn't know what to do, hoping he don't get taken down. Ooh, nice kind of left hand from Stoltzfus.
Well, yeah, Abdul Malik, he looked, again, early on, he looked focused, centering in on Stoltzfus, but at some point, it just happened, and then he just seems to be disinterested.
Ooh, the clinch, tight clinch from Abdul. Ooh, combination of both fighters having a great exchange right now.
There you go.
Body lock over and under. Grip from Stoltzfus.
Yeah, he's turning
He's grabbing the cage. Abdul's grabbing the cage. Oh, another. Look at that. Every time he drags Abdul to the ground, he doesn't even need a takedown. He just locks on, drags him to the mat.
Yeah.
Another knee to the head from Stoltzfus. Another one. And Abdul's grabbing the cage right now. Come on, ref. Where the fuck are you at?
This is a UFC watch-along, guys. I'm Grind. I'm with Stuntman. We're just giving commentary, observations, some stories as we're watching along with you.
Feel free to share your questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Comments are open. Leave some comments if you like. We'll try to get them. We do have about a 10 to 12 second delay, guys.
Abdul's on top laying some heavy shots. It looks like Abdul's got his confidence back. Here we are in the half guard position.
It's like
Abdul trying to pass, open guard. Stoltzfus goes in for a single leg. He's in deep. Oh, nice defense by grabbing his ankle, Abdul. He's up to his feet, got the single leg. Now he's up against the cage, throwing some dirty boxing right now. Head and arm collar tied. Nice little combination right there. They're clinched up. Great strikes from the clinch. Ooh, nice little short right hook to the jaw from Dustin. Oof. He's breathing heavy, Abdul. He's got his mouth open, too.
Yeah.
And it looks like Stoltzfus' nose is clearly broken.
Yeah, I saw that too. Also some red.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's full on bleeding, but there's some red there. But these guys are definitely throwing some more. They're really going at it. They're getting hit harder now. There's a lot more intensity, and they're getting tired. I just don't see how this goes.
Yeah, I can see it.
But again,
nice spinning elbow.
These guys are used to going out in the first round, not going the distance. Remember what we talked about that.
Stoltzfus seems like he might be more the fresher of the two fighters.
Yeah, I agree.
Abdul's got his hands down. He's coming forward to Dustin. Dustin's backing up to the cage right now. Ooh, soft overhand right from Abdul. Just want to let everybody know Abdul keeps switching between orthodox and southpaw, eating jabs in the right hand from Stoltzfus. Abdul is gassed right now. I could tell. Eating dirty boxing shots, short uppercuts from the clinch. Oh, he's down. He's so gassed. He's so gassed he can't even stand up.
Stoltzfus is getting great shots. But again, Abdul Malik is definitely... Oh, yeah, I saw what you mean. Yeah,
he's got him in some sort of guillotine from side control. Is he going for like a cradle?
Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you coming in. We're watching the fight right now. Mansour Abdul Malik and Dustin Stoltzfus were about 10 to 12 seconds behind on the fight. We're watching, giving our impressions. Feel free to leave any comments down below. Tonight, Dustin's looking the more fresher fighter, but they're both giving it their all. They both have a lot of blood going. Their faces are getting hit. We can see Abdul Malik's already bleeding. I think this is it.
He's got his back, throwing shots. Malik's standing up, but he is not in the game. Up, rear naked choke from Stoltzfus. Oh, it's in. Watch for the tap. Oh, wait. Watch for the tap. Tapping coming in 10.
Gotta give
9,
credit.
8. Oh, there we go. That was one hell of a match. Literally, Stoltzfus grinded him out. Grinded him out. That was
for the record, he's tapping out right now for me. So that's how far ahead of you are.
Oh, hell yeah.
That is, you know what? Hey, to Stoltzfus' credit and to our observation, hey, Stoltzfus is the one who said it. He sometimes isn't really sure how he feels when he comes in the ring. He really doesn't. He doesn't know where he's going to be in his mindset. Well, he proved he's got it. He had to show he could come back. He did so. He's back in the heavyweights, and that was not an easy fight.
No, they were grinding hard on the. Oh, there was an eye poke. Did you see it? There's another eye poke.
I'm gonna catch up. That's what I was telling. Yeah, that's what I was telling you about. Then maybe. Yeah, right at him. Ooh,
that was a nice shot. You could tell that hurt him the way he rolled over.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to stop it then, but he started moving.
Great punches. When Abdul Malik is on the ground, I thought that's when it was about to end because he's nailing him on the head. But as soon as Abdul Malik made a slight movement, I'm thinking maybe he's got a shot. But no, man. No, Stoltzfus had it. He had it.
It looked like Abdul Malik was out for a second there when he was in the turn position and struck him, and he went limp for a second.
I agree.
You know, in the last few minutes, he was probably half knocked out. I got to give it up. I like Stoltzfus.
Yeah.
I like him. I'm a fan.
It is an example where you're just not really sure what you're going to get with a fighter when they come in. If you don't follow them all the way through, when you see those first impressions, it's hard to know. This kid's got heart. He's got fight. He really,
and he's a worker.
Really fought. Look, he fought somebody that was bigger, had length, had reach on him.
Probably stronger, probably faster.
Damn, that was good. That was a good fight, guys.
I like that one. Like, I am so impressed with Stoltzfus right now. I'm really impressed. That wasn't the most exciting fight, but that was so amazing in the sense that, like, I love watching grueling fights where it's a straight up grinder. You know, it looked ugly probably to the casual viewer, but if you know what's going on, you know. If you know, you know. It's that simple.
I think he looked good. I think this is the thing, though. It's hard to know, when you get him out there. That's the thing. He stated it. It's hard to know, and he did it. By the way, when you look at his background a little bit more, back in Germany, Stolfus runs his own gym and teaches classes, even outside in his own fight camps. Much of his life remains centered on training and teaching. He has characterized himself as a workhorse. He does not need to feel motivated every day to do what he needs to be done, and he just proved it out there.
Who are they showing on this next fight for Saturday? My captions are in the way of it.
Panthejaz and Van. Yeah, my captions are blocking it out, but Van and Panthejaz.
I don't know anything about either one.
Yeah.
And this is funny. I watch Chael Sonnen like almost every day. And that's where I get a lot of my MMA news from. And he hasn't mentioned either fighter, but I'm sure we're going to hear about it tomorrow.
Things I'll look for in the future for Stolfus is, I see this with guys like Nate Diaz, some of these fighters that are out there, is that, are they bleeders? That's the only thing I'm concerned about for him. Right now, mostly he held up, but that face, that went to bleeding pretty quick and around the nose. He didn't bleed a lot, so.
Oh, I take that back about the broken nose. I thought it looked crooked, but that thing's going to swell up.
Yeah.
That thing's going to have a lump like this.
That's all right. Well, you know what? He's feeling no pain right now. Again, thanks for coming in, guys.
So happy.
I'm Grind. This is Stuntman. We're in a UFC watch-along. We just watched Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dustin Stolfus, and Dustin takes it. They're just congratulating him right now, and they just raised his hand. He's a champion of the night.
Yes, sir.
Let's see there. Go ahead.
I'm not going to lie to you. I really wish the UFC would bring back Mike Goldman. I miss his voice.
Well, right now, there it is. There's the swim dive. Jesus.
That was a nice right hand. And then I like how he's smart enough to keep his head down and hit him with a whoopsie head. But see, he looked knocked out right there. Mm-hmm. He probably knocked him out, and then when he hit him, he woke him back up.
Did you see that head-to-head?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Oh, you're 10 seconds behind of me. No, but Stolfus, 2 great hits, and then they actually went head-to-head. I'm like, oh, crap. That is not good.
He might have rocked him with the headbutt.
That's what I'm saying. But they both were going in. I wouldn't call it a bad thing. But again, back to Abdul Malik. Well, he wanted to be a Ninja Turtle.
Looks like Shredder roped him.
Looks like he got shredded. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's see, mountains. Let's talk about Stolfus again. Stolfus loves hiking, snowboarding, and nature, and has called it his happy place. He looks pretty darn happy right now. And there you go. That's it. It's really interesting. Stolfus is openly acknowledged being a nervous fighter and says the walkout can reveal whether those nerves have settled. Now, some of us, I'm a basketball player growing up, and I played hockey tournaments as well. And when you're growing up and you're playing a tournament or in a fight and you got those nerves, you got a choice. You can either get up there and fight or put that tail between your legs and go back home. And he went out there and fought tonight, man. He went out there to fight.
Eddie Alvarez.
All right, so that's that fight, guys. All right, I'm going to pop up the next fight screen. Let that slide over for everybody. But it will end up being our next fight is going to be Jalen Turner versus Kawhi Fernandez. We'll talk about that in just a moment. They're just going through the audience. Stuntman, thanks again for being here. Guys, I'm Grind.
Definitely.
For those that are watching us, again, this is really our first UFC watch-along fight in our in our history, I guess you could say it, really. We're trying to be here every time and give you guys our impressions of what's happening in the fight. By all means, put in some comments. I'd love to see it. Be sure to subscribe. We're going to be here for you all night, and we're going to try to give you the best we can to make it fun and entertaining.
Did you see that Toyo Tires commercial with Mackenzie Dern?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so silly. Of all people, Toyo Tires, and it's got Mackenzie eating a steak with a mouthpiece. And come on, people. What are we doing?
There's Makhachev is getting his hands wrapped right now.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia, man.
You'll be so surprised, like how these fighters are going to fights. As you may or may not already know, they come into these fights sometimes really banged up, even sometimes with like broken hands, and they try to not tell anybody. Interesting enough, if you have a good cut, man, and you tell him that there's something wrong with your hand,
Yeah.
he can take your hand in a way that it's manageable and you can handle hitting somebody with your messed up hand and be able to make it through the fight. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not. I think that's stupid.
Gotcha. Let's go.
You know,
Gotcha.
go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say. Oh, good. I was just gonna talk about the next fight, guys. Let's just talk about it for a moment. Get us in the right mindset. So again, next fight, I just gave you the combatants: Jalen Turner against Kawhi Fernandez. It's a lightweight battle, guys. And to me, this is two completely different career stories meeting at the same moment. And stuntman, here we go. Turner has already been a ranked UFC lightweight. He's 6'3". He has serious finishing ability, but he also reached a point where he stepped away from the sport. That's interesting. Now he's back, talking about renewed purpose and motivation. So the question is whether we're about to see the dangerous Jalen Turner who once climbed into the rankings again. Now, Fernandez is coming off, well, he's coming from the opposite direction. He's won 3 straight in the UFC and now gets the kind of the opponent who can change the way people look at him. So beat a former ranked contender like Turner, and suddenly his name becomes a much bigger part of the lightweight conversation. So, Stuntman, when
Yes,
you
sir.
look at these two trajectories, Turner coming back, trying to prove he still belongs, and Fernandez trying to break through, what tells you early which version of Jalen Turner showed up tonight? What tells you early?
Well, number one, the walkout.
Yep.
Number two, as soon as they say fight, of course, the body language. You know, going back to the last fight, the reason that I felt like Abdul was going to lose is because when he came out there, he was looking at him with his eyes like this. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. Now, getting to Jalen, we'll have to see because the competition is just so close, especially at the UFC level. I don't necessarily have a 100% answer, but he's got to come out there and assert his dominance.
Okay.
So we'll see. I kind of give it to the younger guy. I don't really see Jalen, getting back to his ways. For all I know, he's probably just trying to get a paycheck.
Well, they're both, again, I like the ideas where they're coming from. It's definitely an interesting point. I do find it interesting that you're trying to come back. You've been a fighter and you went away and you're trying to come back. To me, that tells me something of interest as a fighter, as a watcher. I'm watching you and what kind of heart you have. Are you really into it? Do you really want to be there? Then you got to have that energy when you show up in this fight. So that was, it was Van versus Pantoja. That's the next one coming up. Yep. For the next UFC fight, guys. For tonight, though, we covered it. Jalen Turner, Kawhi Fernandez.
I mean, Jalen Turner is good. He looks zeroed in right now as he's warming up backstage.
Yeah. Not sure though. It's hard. I'll tell you, some of these fighters, it's hard to read their eyes sometimes. It's a fine line between a deathly stare and a slightly disinterested look.
Yeah.
Because Abdul Malik, I thought he was coming out. I thought he was kind of into it, but that turned out to be slightly out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Abdul Malik could have won that fight. Again, he just wasn't there mentally.
Here, give you a
He
little
wasn't
bit.
there.
Let's give you another one. On Turner is extremely tall for this division. Okay,
That should help him a lot.
How much of a problem can that length create for Fernandez?
Oh, boy. Well, a good example of that is John Jones and what Daniel Cormier said about John Jones. Being that John Jones is so tall, you got to walk through all of his weapons. So you got to get stung like 4 to 5 times till you can get close enough to do your work. So where I'm going with that is you can't just go straight in on a taller fighter. You don't trade straight punches with somebody that's got longer arms. So you're going to have to get closer. You're going to have to get in, get around their guard, use your hooks, use your head movement. And where it also plays a disadvantage, against Jalen is when you go to shoot in on him, he could see it coming from a lot farther distance. So again, he's got to close the distance, eat some shots, and get in close enough to do his damage and get his work done. And when you're that tall and you can measure range and keep people at the end of your jab, it's going to be a rough night, really rough night.
Yeah, length definitely seems to be a concern for any fighter, but it's not always the case, though. When we talk boxing, we can look at shorter fighters like Marciano or Tyson, who's a great example to some of us.
Heck yeah.
You just have to have the ability and good teaching.
And here's the other thing to point out, too. There are situations like you just mentioned where the taller fighter doesn't have the advantage. A great example that was Kendall Rove. He was like, what, 6'5", 6'6" at 180? Problem is he was not very strong because he cut so much weight and had very little muscle mass on his body for that height. However, he did not have good range management. People would get on him left and right. And if you're a taller fighter, you really need that range management.
Right.
You know, and going back to what we said, if you can't manage a distance and keep them at the end of your jab or your punches, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're going to come right in on that, hit you with those hard hooks and short punches on the inside, and you're going to get taken down.
I mean, length in boxing more than this UFC seems that if you train hard enough that you can play the defensive role, stay out of arm's length, and if you are conditioned enough and smart enough, you can stay out of there. You can stay out of range for a very long time. But in UFC, you just can't. I mean, it's at some point you just got to get in there and take your lumps, and hopefully it's at the right time.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, we got them announcing in whatever. I don't have it going on through my headphones.
That's right. Right now they're just jumping back in. You got it, just the intro. But again, this is basically a dangerous former top 15 lightweight returns after stepping away from MMA. So again, let's see how Turner and Fernandez can do it.
That must be a really tough weight cut if he's 6'3", getting down to 155. You know, one of the few deaths in MMA came from a guy that was fighting at either 145 or 155 or 135. But he was, what, like 6'6", fighting in the lower weight classes, cutting a lot of weight. Long story short, he got KO'd, never woke up. Yeah.
Oh, I like to see the fun coming in. I don't know. How do you read this? The bouncing around.
Fernandez is happy. He seems like on cloud nine. He doesn't necessarily look like he's got a poker face on. He looks like he's ready and excited.
He does. Again, just hard to read. I don't know, guys. If when you watch a fight, this goes to the audience. When you watch a fight, what do you think of the walk-in? Are you looking at their eyes? What are you looking for to tell you, what you think's going to happen in the fight? For me, usually it is the eyes. I'm with you, Stuntman, but lately these eyes are lying to me. This is the Eagles. There's some lying eyes happening here.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, these are fighters, guys. I trust they could whip my ass like no other. So you got to give respect. But yeah, when you're going up against the best of the best, you just can't have that. You got to be 100. You can't be 85%.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Turner is
ready.
The tarantula. We're gonna put on some right here. Yeah, he's popping.
By the way, nice shirt.
Thank you. Well done. Not too bad yourself.
Thank you, sir.
We're sporting of course, this is Jason, guys. Friday the 13th.
Hell yeah.
I wore this the other day at work, and all I got were people going, "Oh, is that my son loves hockey." I'm like, okay. Does he love horror too? All right, here we go.
He's walking in. He looks really
Turner's
calm right now.
This is interesting to me, yeah.
Got that calm, stoic look over his face.
I'm not going to know until we hit the bell for him. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't get any kind of read.
Same. I think I'm seeing a little bit of energy, more so than Malik did for us. But yeah, we'll see. Well, he's sporting some
Now he's
monster.
feeling good.
He's sporting some Monster on his shirt, so I'm gonna say, courtesy of Monster and Juice, what I'm drinking. Maybe he's got an upper hand.
Hey, he's got that monster in him.
That's it.
What can you do, right?
Turner to win by KO TKO plus 200. Turner to win by submission plus 350. Turner to win by decision plus 500. That's from your Bet365, which we do not get nothing for saying that.
Folks, don't forget to place your bets. Now's the time.
They're prepping them.
Yeah. They're putting all the Vaseline on his face, and here comes the advertisements.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta love it, right?
This is basic what I was saying before. The immediate storyline to me is, how much does Jalen Turner still want this? He reached a point where he believed his fighting career was over, and he chose to return. That's my interest. That's what I'm looking for early in this fight. How about you, Stuntman? What are you looking for? You've seen the combatants. You've seen how they look. What are you looking for out of this fight at the beginning?
Well, again, as everyone does already know, I love the Burrows. I love it when they just go at it. They go at it. So, again, Jalen needs to get in there, establish his jab and his range, and then go from there. For some reason, I feel like we're going to see some head kicks from Jalen Turner, taller fighter, if he keeps him at range well.
Jesus, 6'3" to 5'9", man. Yeah, go ahead.
However, Fernandez looks full of fire. And again, also, too, speed plays a big role in this, whether or not Fernandez can get in on Jalen Turner. And really, I'm hoping for an exciting fight. I would hate to see them go out to the center of the cage. Jalen throws a right, boom, end the fight.
Yep. Well, we
don't want another Rousey.
Yep. No,
we don't want another. No more Rousey fucking Carano. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if I've ever seen a fight that may have been a work, that one would be a candidate for it. And then furthermore, I don't know. I don't want to dog those two fighters anymore. I think
let's stick with Kari Fernandez for a moment. 30 years age, 5'9", reached 73. UFC debut November 2023. He's a black belt, Muay Thai black belt. Professional since 2014. He's got 6 knockout wins. This is important. And 2 submissions wins by UFC. 7 first-round finishes, including 3 victories in 45 seconds or less. So here we are. Watch the opening minutes. Fernandez has a history of very fast finishes, and Turner is dangerous early, too. This is not a matchup for a long biography during the opening minute. So
they're about to start the fight. So they're about to start the fight. The first red flag I heard was he's a black belt in Muay Thai. Most kickboxing and Muay Thai gyms don't have a belt system. The only time I've seen it, here they go. They're about to square off. Here we go. Jalen in the southpaw stance. Fernandez in the orthodox stance. Here we go. Right hand to high kick. Low kick from Turner. Calf kick from Fernandez. That's a smart move. Chop him down so he can't move. Turner again looks a little stiff. Fernandez nice and loose. He looks a little nervous. He just hesitated right there. Some feints from both fighters. Turner's looking to catch the hand and counter. Ooh, God, he dropped him with a right hook. God damn it, I called it. Oh, my God, Jalen just starched his ass. Brother, what did I say before this fucking fight started? What did I say?
Jeez.
I would hate to see Jalen come out there and crack him with the right hand and the fight. What the fuck just happened, brother?
That happened. Jalen Turner wins. Look, it's fights. This isn't.
How did I call that?
There you do it.
Oh, my God.
Look, when we look at it, when we evaluate it,
I'm listening.
Jalen had, in my opinion, the upper hand, but he had to deliver, and he delivered.
Yeah, he did. That was actually a left hook, but whatever. I assumed he was an orthodox fighter.
I never like. I'm going to put this in all sports. I've seen this happen with some of my football players. I'm watching that, and all I see is Fernandez kind of doing this thing where he's not really paying attention. It's almost like he's up, and he's trying to turn around when he, in my
Oh,
opinion,
he went for a spinning back fist.
in my opinion, he's really out of position. I just would rather if he covered up a little bit and kind of back away to gather his control. In my opinion, he just kind of turns into it. He opened himself up.
Well, that's why I'm against throwing spinning shit.
Yeah, right there. He's
What you'll
just
see, he throws a spinning back fist, but the spinning back fist hits what's his name?
Hey,
Hits
welcome.
Jalen Turner's shoulder. Welcome in, folks.
Clement
Hello,
Tutu
France.
from France. We're going to say thanks for joining us.
France. Jesus. But yeah, just like you said, because he spun and turned his back to him, literally that set him up. Oh, and by the way, Turner did catch him with a right hand before that left hook.
Right.
So he was already going down from the right hand. So yeah, I did fucking call that.
It just seemed like he was. That was it. It was just a situation where fighters cannot have about a 5-second span where they're kind of not in it. They're not focused. They're not paying attention, and that just seemed to just knock him out.
That kind of seemed like it. He was trying to play the feel out game, but he started to seem like he got too comfortable and too relaxed.
Yeah, that did not go well.
Wow. No, it did go. It 10 seconds?
It went well for the tarantula, Jalen Turner. It went well for him.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it fucking did.
Let me catch up on some of these nuggets since I don't have another round to do it in. Turner bet on himself, guys. No college, a 4-year deadline to make a major fight organization, and jobs ranging from retail to Amazon and UPS while he chased MMA. Looks like it's going well. What else?
Hats off to him.
Turner's nickname came from something he originally feared. He confronted his fear of spiders and eventually became interested in collecting tarantulas. There you go. They're about to do the hand raising.
Fernandez looks so sad. I don't blame him.
It's now looking at him and looking how tall he is, you may not think about this subject or this comment. Turner says he has achieved more in MMA than in skateboarding. That's interesting to me that he's a skateboarder. Spending comparable time doing both, which actually increases respect for elite skateboarders. That's interesting. Yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys.
I was unaware of that.
Again, anybody watching, feel free to drop in comments. If you have questions, put questions in there too. If there's something about the fight, let us know. Monster's supporting it. They're putting Monster on the screen. Hey, I'll do it here, although I get nothing for it. Just subscribe.
Supposedly, they're canceling my drink, so I had to go pick up 5 of them before we started tonight. Oh, my gosh. You know, the funniest thing is, Jalen Turner didn't use his range. He closed the distance and finished him with short punches. Oh, my God. I wonder what's next for him. Is he going to fight a Drew Dauber? Is he going to fight not Hardy?
Interesting.
What's his name that had that really
most active fights? Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of who that was that had an amazing barn burner fight with Dustin Poirier. I feel like he got robbed on the decision. I can't think of his freaking name right now. He's got bleached blonde hair and tattoos. He's out of England, I believe. But I'd like to see Jalen fight him. I'll think of his name in a second. Dan Hooker. I'd like to see him fight Dan Hooker next.
I'd like to see a little bit more, though. This was clearly a man taking care of his business, but I'd like to see adversity. That's all. Good fight, meaning I like what I saw, and I'd like to see another fight, but something a little bit more challenging for him because this one didn't go the distance.
Mismatch. Very big mismatch. It literally looked like Turner came in there with like 40 pounds on the guy.
Mm-hmm. Turner has named his mother as his hero, guys, saying she went above and beyond for him and his sisters. He's also named wildlife personality Steve Irwin as a hero. Look at that. A detail that makes even more sense once you know the story behind Turner's nickname. Yeah, look at him.
I don't even know who that is. Oh, Joe Pyfer. He wants to fight Bo Nickel next.
Diego Lopez.
Wait a minute. Didn't Joe Pyfer, isn't he the boxer that knocked out Bernard Hopkins and knocked him out of the ring?
Possibly.
Huh. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. So basically, that was it. We were just kind of curious if Turner was going to show up, guys. So after watching this fight, Turner did not just show up. He took care of business. He took out and
There's
took
Mason
care of
Buck.
business
I'm not
to
Mason.
Fernandez. All right. So we're going to move this
Darren's
fight
warming up.
to the next spot here and talk a little bit about it.
I'm so excited to see BBL McKenzie Dern fight.
The girlies
See,
are
here's
getting ready.
The biggest misconception that a casual fan would have about Mackenzie Dern is, oh my gosh, she's known for her Brazilian jiu-jitsu. No, she's known for having a giant booty. That's her claim to fame. Besides, clearly she can deliver in the octagon.
Gotcha. Let's bring it up to speed.
Go ahead.
Basically, stakes are going up for these gals. We have a strawweight championship fight. Mackenzie Dern defending the title against Jillian Robertson. There you go. And even for somebody like me who doesn't watch UFC every week, this matchup has a storyline that interests me, meaning these are two fighters who are both extremely dangerous when the fight goes to the ground. Got it? When it goes to the ground. Dern is the champion. With that world-class jiu-jitsu background, and this is her first defense of the belt, Robertson is getting her first UFC title opportunity, and grappling and submissions have been a huge part of what brought her here. So usually when we talk about a great grappler, the question is whether the opponent can keep the fight standing. But here,
Yes.
both women may be comfortable going to the ground. So Stuntman, here we go to you. When two elite grapplers face each other like this, does that actually make a ground fight more likely? Or can their respect for each other's submission game turn this into more of a striking fight than people expect?
Well, I think I'm waiting for what everyone else is waiting for. I'm looking for the atomic butt slam for Mackenzie Dern via Mark Hunt Vanderlei Silva back in Pride. Will we see that? I'm not so confident. However, historically, when you see two grapplers fight or two wrestlers fight, the majority of the time it becomes a striking match. They respect each other's wrestling too much.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have a Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz type deal where the one wrestler is a more dominant wrestler and holds the other one down for the whole match and punishes him.
Let's go back to you then on these two fighters. As best you can compare with each other, who has more to gain if the fight goes to the ground? Who do you think has the better grappling game going to the ground?
Probably Dern. I would say Dern.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Jillian was a catch wrestler, then yeah, I would have said Jillian. That's the girl with the red hair for those y'all that don't know.
So then leaning towards Dern, then go a different way with that. As the champion making her first defense, is there pressure? Is there pressure on Dern?
Oh, of course, of course. See, it's easy to become the champ. The problem is keeping the belt. And again, this is kind of a good example of this kind of the same dynamic when somebody's been going on an undefeated streak and gets derailed.
Right.
So we also call this analogy that I'm about to use called getting fat in sales, meaning you do enough sales, you make all these big sales, and you're like, ha, I'm the man, and then you stop trying, whether it's conscious or subconscious, and you get comfortable. Now, what I do see happening what I do see happening is either A, Dern is reinvigorated, wants to be the most dominant champ ever, or B, it all went to her head and she comes out there and gives a subpar performance, or because her ego is so inflated that she doesn't train as hard for the fight. That's very possible, very likely. I've seen that time and time again in this sport, as well as boxing, as well as kickboxing. So,
okay. What about, let's switch over to Robertson then. And this means early. Now, what would Robertson need to show you early to make you think? Remember, just to make you think that an upset could be developing.
She's got to go out there and crack Mackenzie Dern and crack her hard. Or the first bit of contact they have, she needs to show her some overwhelming dominance or power to scare her or get inside of her head and make her nervous.
Gotcha.
You know, the fight game is like 80% mental.
Right.
I didn't know Mackenzie Dern was 16-5 though. Interesting.
16.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. 16.
I'm surprised.
5, yeah.
Wile's still in the top 5. She's ranked number 2. I don't even know when her last fight was. I'm assuming she lost it. But unfortunately, the way I am these days, I typically only follow the top fighters.
Gotcha. You know, for me, it's, you know, this goes to the audience then, would watching on video. We are, you know, covering the fight. We're watching and giving you our opinions. I am a casual fan. When I get the opportunity to watch the fights,
Ooh, that armbar. God.
I'm going to be watching some of these fights here where it's the UFC night. We're going to get some of your fights throughout the course of the day. When we get to our main card, that's the exciting fights for me. That's what makes it more interesting. So, and when I do see it, yeah, it's kind of cool. Just so much sports to cover. And so for me, for Grind on my YouTube channel, we're basically giving you stories. When I promote and go through basically a story, I'm just looking for something of interest. And right now, though, tonight it's different. Tonight we're just enjoying the fights, giving you our opinions, trying to give you a couple of facts here or there, and just enjoying it. So I just wish we could show you some pictures, but we can't.
Yeah.
There's some fighting right there.
I love me some Mackenzie Dern, though. Oh, look at it. Damn. Oh, my gosh.
Let's see what else I got here on the gals. Well, you covered it. Mackenzie Dern, she's 33, 16, and 5. She's 5'4" with a reach of 6'3". She did her MMA since 2016, debuted on UFC in 2018. And you got it. Base, elite Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, black belt. She's done 8 submission wins. And
she's jumped her out.
First round finishes, she's got 6. Her current run, though, is 3 straight wins. And her status is the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, making her first title defense. And then on the flip side, Gillian Robertson, 31 out of 17 and 8. She is the Savage. Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. She fights out of, you will like this, stuntman, Florida. UFC debut 2017 after the Ultimate Fighter 26. She's got 14 wins. Yes, UFC wins. UFC finishes 10, a UFC women's record, and submission wins 7, a UFC women's record. She's on a run of 5 straight victories, guys, and this
she looks pretty tough.
Is her first UFC championship fight.
I mean, Mackenzie Dern, she's got some serious genetic gifts.
Yeah.
She probably is going to be the stronger fighter. And then on top of that, I give the advantage to her.
Welcome in, guys. If you're watching the fight with us, this is the watch along. I appreciate you coming in. Feel free to drop a comment. We're going to be going through the fights and giving our opinions. Let's go back to you, Stuntman. What was that going?
So, you know, Mackenzie Dern looks genetically gifted when it comes to having an athletic body and her attributes. Now, the one thing that I do like about Gillian Roberts is she looks rough and tough. She looks like if she wasn't doing this, she's that type of tough chick that swings a sledgehammer and shows the guys up on the construction crew. Well, I respect that.
Let me throw one your way. Here's another nugget, guys, for Gillian Robertson, and I want to see her walking in because Robertson has spent nearly a decade inside the UFC before receiving her first championship opportunity. You think she's going to take this serious?
I hope she does. I like me some Mackenzie Dern, but sometimes it's a little satisfying to see the pretty chick that gets popular in this, because here's another problem I kind of have with female fighters. It's a gray area with me, but basically I'm a little thrown off when, a female fighter gets popular and she'll take the deals to do the cover of Sports Illustrated and kind of objectify herself. Now, I get it. Make money, make yourself famous, make yourself marketable, be successful. Yeah. But part of me kind of feels man, you're a great fighter. You're known for a fighter. Why do you want to be known for being a model or a sex symbol? More power to them. But I just feel if you're a fighter, be a fighter,
It's going to be a tough one, Stuntman, because
Yeah.
if we take it out of the context of fighting, all right, and you look at, so this is kind of like our point counterpoint, guys. When you look at what NBA, WNBA fighters, but not just them. When you look at the men's professional athletes as well, doing their commercials, showing off some of their body as well. My point is that they're doing it. Athletes are doing it, and to a certain extent, I'm on board if it's more of the, I've worked hard for this body. I've really put in the effort, and I'm okay showing that off. But I would agree, though, this goes for both sides, just not in an objectifying way. But go out there and be proud of your body. Commercials that showcase that, I'm fine with that. But bottom line, if it's putting food on the table and putting a roof over your head, just
you really can't hate on that.
Sticking with that one, that was good. Dern.
But I mean, it's just kind of weird for me. That's all. I'm not trying to sound like I'm some sort of like moral whatever, but it throws me off. You know what I mean?
There we go.
And
it's coming in.
Here we go. Wait, why? No, Dern should be coming in second. She's a champ. Oh, that looks so cool on the octagon, those lights.
Yeah, they do a good job on that.
It's about time, because when Pride was around, the production that Pride put on was like 100 times better than the UFC.
I thought Robertson already went out. That's why I'm saying Dern.
Oh, yeah, I guess she did. Yeah, you're right. Here comes Dern.
By the way, guys, let's color a picture if you're not watching it. Beautiful lights, how it's all done here, meaning engaging. It's a great spectacle how they're doing it. It really well done. And here we go, Mackenzie Dern making her way out from born in Glendale, Arizona. She's looking ready.
Let's go, Matt. Let's go, Matt. Let's fucking go, Mac.
Little background on Dern as she's walking out. Dern's father is renowned Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Wellington Megaton Diaz. Dern says she began basically her art there at about 3 years old at her father's academy. Her childhood was not simply influenced by jiu-jitsu, it was surrounded by it.
I'm not going to lie. The energy coming off of Dern is amazing. I'm excited for her now. I'm really excited. She looks jacked right now, too. She's been hitting the gym. We're really working on her strength and conditioning. I almost want to say that this is the best Mackenzie Dern has ever looked physically coming out.
Remember, again, women's most submissions, guys, in the UFC. Again, focused. She looks ready. The only thing for her then is to walk the walk. Just get out there and lead. And don't let your guard down. Just do what you got to do and lead this fight. According to Mr. Joe Rogan's key to victory, aggressive striking, maintain top control if it goes to the ground. That's what Joe Rogan says.
Don't get me wrong, Mackenzie's got pretty decent striking. So it's going to be a rough night for Jillian Roberts, whether she's on her feet or on the ground.
Yeah, looks like she's getting out there.
I hate to say this, man, but I think Kenzie's going to destroy this girl.
We shall see. We shall see. She's focused, that's for sure. She's in it.
Hell yeah.
I don't see a hint of doubt in her eyes.
She looks ready to.
As I said before, to me, it's just a matter of, what happens if you ever get the hit against you? How do you respond to that? Right now, she doesn't look like she's even thinking about that, and that's what I like about her. She doesn't even look like she's fathoming that Robertson's even got a chance.
I like that.
Now let's take a look at Robertson looking right now. She's looking at her, kind of smiling, like, let's get this going.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I'm so excited for this, brother. Don't know about you, but I am ready for this.
You got
This
it.
is going to be amazing.
See, Dern and Robertson are both submission threats, but their roots to the ground are different. Robertson's MMA success is strongly tied to takedowns, top position, pressure, and control. Dern's pure background makes her dangerous from a wider variety of positions, including situations where an opponent may appear to be winning, by being on top. So again, things we got to watch out for. They're doing an intro. They're doing the intro.
It's time. Hey, at least they still got Bruce Buffer, right?
I'll take it. I like Buffer.
I love Buffer. Him and his brother.
Yep.
And as those of y'all may not know, that Bruce Buffer is Michael Buffer's brother. Yep. It's a really interesting story how
welcome in,
Bruce
guys.
Buffer got into this.
We're doing our UFC watch along. Appreciate you guys coming in. We're 4 strong at the moment. We are about ready to watch our next fight, Mackenzie Dern and Jillian Robertson. They are in the octagon. They are getting ready. They're almost ready to start. Your introductions are going, and Buffer is giving it out.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for the fighting out of the red corner.
Feel free to put comments, guys. I've got that. I can see those coming in, and we'll reply best we can. What's your opinion? Do you normally watch UFC? What brought you in tonight? Any of those comments, guys. We appreciate you coming in, though. She's happy. I'll give her some credit. She looks happy. That's Robertson, guys. She's got the smile going. I got a hunch that's going to be a bloody smile in a moment, though.
I mean, you think, brother? Hey, but it's just so wild looking at their two physiques. You know, they're both athletic, but it looks like Mackenzie Dern's got like 20, 30 pounds of muscle on Roberts.
Dern looks the physically more gifted. Nothing against Robertson, but yes, Robertson. But Dern does look more gifted physically. But in some ways, almost naturally, if you catch my drift. She just looks more naturally like that's just, she was blessed.
Her genetics,
and she put the effort in, and it looks good. Robertson's the one I'm a little concerned about. She almost looks a little naturally skinny, and she's worked at it.
Yeah, petite body frame.
Exactly. And so I'm just worried that she gets a couple of big hits. It's over.
Yeah, just like with Fernandez versus Jalen. Couldn't think of his name.
All right.
We are about to start.
They're talking.
They just touched gloves. Boy, it's going to be a good one. Damn, I'm just giving props to Mackenzie Dern. She's looking amazing.
Looking good.
So laser focused.
Remember, guys, if Dern is on her back, do not automatically treat it as a bad position for her. Watch whether Robertson is actually controlling
Round
her.
one, Mackenzie Dern coming out throwing strikes.
Here we go. Thanks for coming
Mackenzie
in, guys.
Dern with a good jab on the exit. Mackenzie Dern, 1-2 combo, left, right, straight down the pipe. Through a low kick, up. Oh, shit. Jillian Roberts is just way overpowered right now. Knees from the clinch with Mackenzie Dern. She's got a arm in standing guillotine. They're back against a cage. Dern's up against the cage.
That's Robertson first trying to take it down.
Robertson just hit her with a right hook on the exit from the cage. Dern looks like she's also the faster and stronger fighter. Beautiful jab from Dern.
I would lean
Dern's in the center of the cage.
Her way, absolutely.
It looks like Dern's got a longer reach, throwing nice 1-2, two nice 1-2 combos down the pipe from Dern. Oh my God, that was a horrible shot. Jillian Roberts just threw a takedown in from freaking way out in Egypt, seeing clearly defended.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice low kick from Dern.
To me, it's obvious that Robertson wants to take it down. She doesn't want to be standing up. I don't think she feels she can maintain it.
Well, she caught those. Ooh, nice right to the body, left hook to the jaw from Dern. Yeah, I think she's feeling those shots. Those weren't hard, but they hit on the button and they may have been glancing blows. But I feel like Jillian Roberts just got a little taste of that power. I was like, whoa.
It just looks like she realized, you know what? That's coming at me hard. I better take her down and wait for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's amazing who becomes a wrestler after they get hit. You know?
Some people
oh, you're a wrestler now.
Some people become runners after they get hit.
Yeah. Ooh, nice footwork from fucking Dern. You should just see how she circled out like that.
Yep.
They're still kind of feeling each other out right now, it seems.
Yeah, Dern just the one who's bouncing with control.
Ooh, nice jab, elbow from Dern. Kick to the body from Dern. Dern pushing forward with 1-2 combos. Ooh, nice double leg set up by 1-2 punches. Dern now in the open guard of Jillian Roberts. Jillian Roberts doing what she can. Elbows from the bottom from Jillian Roberts.
Just caught that takedown.
Yeah, that was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Roberts trying to do an armbar. Mackenzie already got her elbow past the legs. So, heavy strikes from top from Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern in the half guard position. Jillian Roberts.
Oof. Yeah, I see it. She's okay, though.
Now we're in the half guard position. I like how Dern's got Roberts' right arm trap with her leg. Very, very smart. High level grappling for Mackenzie Dern. Is she going for the mount? I would have just stayed there in half guard. Mackenzie now trying to pass. Got her arm trapped. She got her arm out.
The tough one here. How much energy do you expend to try to get out of this?
I wouldn't. She should just start throwing strikes from there because you can create a scramble with the strikes and get potentially to a better position or get her to relax. Oh, she's going for a Kimura, a.k.a. double wrist lock. Kenji with knees to the thigh.
Remember, there are submissions to watch in this fight, guys. There's submissions to watch.
Nice pass up. She's back in half guard, though. Boy, it looks like she's spending a lot of energy trying to pass. Jillian Roberts doing a good job of holding on to half guard and taking very little damage.
I was going to say, it's just don't know how much energy she's using, but it definitely seems to be helping her cause.
Ooh, she's got her back. Mackenzie Dern's got the back. She's got one hook in. And got underhooks on Roberts.
In control on top.
Ooh, Mackenzie, chill. You might lose this position. Well, she's riding really high on the back right now. She doesn't watch out. She's going to lose the position. She's starting to. Nope, she's got it back. Both hooks in now. She's flattening out Jillian Roberts.
Delivering some blows while on top, too.
Yep, she's got the choke. It's over.
So I think Robertson's thinking, get me out of here.
Oh, no. The choke's not in all the way.
She's moving, no.
She's moving. That arm's not all the way into the jaw.
No, now we're good. I think this is it, isn't it?
We're good.
I think this is
She's giving thumbs up to the ref. Thumbs up to the ref. What the fuck? Oh, end of the round.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, this, man. You can't do that. Guys watching the fight, there we go. Robertson escapes round one. Oh my God.
First round into the books, ladies and gentlemen.
Dern's the aggressor, guys. Dern definitely looked like she was taking it to Robertson.
Yeah. And Robertson doesn't look quite as fresh as Dern. Dern looks like $1 million. This is going to be interesting.
Just don't feel that this can go much longer for Robertson.
Nah. It doesn't seem like Robertson has an answer for Dern. Unfortunately, Dern's the superior fighter in all aspects, and it seems like at this chance, she better hope she just catches Dern with a really hard strike. If not, then this is going to keep going this way.
I mean, observationally, when you're looking at this fight right now, you're thinking to yourself, I mean, I'm covering generally, not watching a lot of it, and when we watch this fight, what are you looking for? I'm looking for, does Robertson have a chance? Does she got something in her toolbox that she can use to go after Dern? And what do I see? I don't see a lot, stunt man.
No, sir. No, sir. She's just kind of going through the motions right now, it seems. She's in the center of the cage, just ate a nasty kick to the body. Nice double leg right into oh, nope, she didn't get side control. Now Mackenzie Dern on top in the open guard of Jillian Roberts.
Tied for most submission attempts in UFC for Mackenzie Dern.
Oh my gosh. This looks like it's going to be a 5-round domination from Mackenzie Dern.
Dern definitely taking round 1, 10-9 towards a lot of people. A lot of people's opinions. I
mean, there's a reason Mackenzie Dern was a favorite in this fight.
You're
Simple as that.
You're champion.
Yeah. Champion for a reason.
And I don't, And the more I'm watching it, I'm not gonna take things away from Robertson other than just simply this. She just seems like she's outclassed at this point.
Very much. She's doing everything she needs to do and supposed to do off the bottom. Trying to do work from half guard. Oh, Mackenzie Dern's now in the side control. It looks almost like she's going to try to attempt a head and arm choke. Nope. Oh, she's got the full mount. She's got the back on Roberts. One hook in, two hooks in. She's riding the back a little high right now. And Jillian Roberts got her back took. Now, see, here's the issue I have. Mackenzie Dern's riding awfully high. She's got the back. Oh, no, now she's flattening her out. But what happens is when you're riding really high on the back like you,
right,
you stick your ass into the air as you're trying to get up. A lot of times that person on the top or on top of you, well, yeah, they'll slide off of your back. So, like if you're in turtle position and you raise your ass up as you're trying to stand up, usually the person that's riding high on the back slips off, and that's clearly not what just happened.
So, counterpoint on that maneuvering, why would she be doing that? Why would she be riding so high like that?
Well, it just sometimes happens.
Yeah.
No. But, you know, there's a lot of variables in fights that you can't always account for. However,
holy crap,
you make adjustments when you feel somebody. Ooh, look at the bruising on the body from.
She's locked in here.
Oh, Roberts is on top now, trying to rain strikes down to Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, I missed it. I should have called that a second ago. Up. Mackenzie Dern's going inverted. Is she going for a knee bar or a heel hook? No, she's going to eat strikes because she went inverted.
We're watching Robertson kind of turn the fight around a little bit. She needs a lot more than that, though. She is delivering some shots, though.
Yeah.
Credit to Robertson.
Punch her in the body, Robertson. Come on. Her side's right there. Punch her and her tattoo on her side. Come on. What are we doing? Up. Mackenzie Dern. She's got it. God damn it. No, she doesn't. She's still going for that either knee bar or heel hook.
So they're kind of working it out. Yeah, she's working on another type of hold grab. Is she trying to get some submission off the legs there?
Yeah, that's exactly what she's going for. I'm not 100% sure what she's going for now. Maybe it's a knee bar, but she's not going to get the knee bar the way that Jillian Roberts has her leg hooked with her other leg like that.
And she's opening herself up right now. She's taking hits in the face.
Well, here's the other thing to
note. She's retaliating. Go ahead.
When you go inverted like that and you go for leg locks, it can either be a very good thing or a bad thing. But a lot of times, if you're doing a lazy attempt and you hang out in harm's way, you're going to eat shots. And that's what we kind of saw happen just then. And Dern, why are you still going for this fucking knee bar? Like, this is retarded.
Well, right now she can't. See, Robertson's not getting anything off, though. That's the only thing right now. Unless she locks something quickly, I don't know why she's doing it either. Now, now,
she's going for an ankle lock.
Yeah, Robertson's got to start delivering some shots because she's in a position.
Yeah,
she's trying to do something there.
They're slightly in a stalemate right now, and
agreed. Yeah,
you know, unless Mackenzie likes hanging out and not being in harm's way, she could potentially gas herself out trying to keep pulling for that knee bar, which is good. I'm glad she let go of it. Now she's in the mount.
See, there you go.
But the other thing to note too that was very intelligent by Mackenzie Dern is she didn't like put all of her oomph and her muscle into going for that submission, because you see that too in fights where a guy will hold on to a guillotine that he doesn't have, burn his arms out, and he gets finished in the next round.
Round over.
Yeah, much better round for Jillian Roberts this round.
Although
she was on top a little bit, still 10-9.
Somebody got the last shot in just as the whistle was going. That was Dern. Dern got a shot right in the face. Robertson took it. Oh, man, these two are tired. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, Dern, that's what you get. You should have known better than to keep going for that knee bar. That was pretty stupid.
I don't know. It just seemed like she was wasting. I agree. It just seemed like she was wasting a lot of time on that.
But, you know, the one thing I got to point out is it didn't look like she was trying too hard to get it, which is a good thing, because if she could, like I said, potentially burn her arms out trying to pull for that submission the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Back to Dern. Dern, if it looks calm. If Dern looks calmer under pressure, which she does look calm, there's an unusual story behind it. She has credited poker with helping her learn patience and emotional control.
Nice. All right, we're in what, round 3 now, ready to get started, folks. Here we go. Round 3 is underway right now. They square up at the center of the octagon. Roberts with the feints. Dern comes in with a jab cross. Throw another jab to a low kick. Man, Mackenzie Dern just looks so good everywhere. Nice right hand, left hook from Dern. Robertson trying to pepper. Ooh, damn. Dern with a nice combination right there. All of it landing. Nice kick to the body from Dern. Oh, that was horrible. Jillian just went for a takedown to try to throw a strike. She didn't commit to either the strike or the takedown.
She just looks interested, standing, just trying to figure out how can I bring you down. Yet when she's down, she's not doing anything.
Yeah. Yep. Like last round might have been.
If you're a coach, all right, you're coaching Jillian in the corner. What are you telling her to do?
Punch her face, punch her body while she's inverted. Hook your leg so she can't get the knee bar. Like right now, though, as far as her standing, I think Jillian Roberts needs to create angles a little bit better because that's one of her keys to victory here, I feel like, because they've just been going straight in on each other. Ooh, nice uppercuts from Jillian Roberts in the dirty boxing clinch. Roberts up against the cage from Dern. Roberts going for a Muay Thai clinch.
Yeah, you're right. Those are some good uppercuts.
Huh.
Just not really a lot of pace behind it, though. Not a lot of
She's looking better in this round than the other so far. She hasn't been taken down yet.
Yeah. Is that her, or is that Dern kind of being gassed?
Well, maybe she's gassing. Maybe she's trying to like coast for this round to save it for the championship rounds, which would be 4 and 5.
Right.
Furthermore, I'm starting to like Robertson because of how good she's doing against Dern. Coming right back to the center of the octagon, 2 fighters square back up. 2 nice jabs land from Robertson. Glancing jab. Ooh, nice 1-2 combination from Dern. Throwing extension leg kicks, jabs. They both look laser focused. Nice body shot from Mackenzie Dern.
Good hits.
Yeah, Mackenzie Dern, you can just tell she's got a lot of steam on those punches. Oh, nice fucking overhand left from Roberts as she fakes a takedown. See, that's what I thought she was trying to do the last time, was fake the takedown to open up a strike.
Right.
Mackenzie Dern with a jab and a left kick to the body.
Oof. Couple good hits there by Dern.
So far, this has been Robertson's best round. Ooh, nice jabs from Robertson. Ooh, Mackenzie Dern with a nice overhand right, left hook.
At 2 minutes left, though, Robertson would have to maintain this and have a slight advantage the rest of the way to take this round.
Roberts is getting off on her, though. Maybe this is the type of fight Roberts really wanted. Because now that's kind of becoming a grueling, grinding fight.
I mean, this round right here doesn't feel like the first 2, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And back to it, guys. If you missed it, Robertson was in a chokehold that could have been a submission if they didn't, hit the clock, hit the bell.
Exactly.
Round 2 was exhausting on the ground, on the mat.
This keeps up. I might give this round to Robertson.
At this point.
Ooh, nice right from Robertson.
Yeah.
Bro, Robertson's starting to look more and more in the game. Low kick from Robertson.
Yep.
Uh-oh, Dern's starting to gas. Nice jab from Dern.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Dern's looking cast.
Maybe Dern is, waiting for her moment, like you said, in the other rounds.
She just got a nice takedown. Nice elbows from the bottom from Robertson.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't good for her cause. For Robertson.
Well, she was starting to win the round, but now it's going to go to Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern starting to breathe a little heavy, and, Robertson's not breathing that heavy, and she's on the bottom. Good job of holding Mackenzie Dern, preventing herself from getting any significant strikes thrown. Dern stacking up on her to throw strikes. Hit her with one good hammer fist. Dern is having trouble trying to get off right now.
Yeah. Such anger.
Ooh.
Oof.
She's got the back again. She almost lost it.
You know, back to what we're... Yeah, Robertson not too bad on the ground there, defensively.
Exactly. Nice knee
nice.
to the body on the ground by Dern. That had to hurt. Let's see here. That was a nice left from Dern. Why are they not showing the... Oh, nice. That was that overhand right from Dern. Why are they not showing the highlights of Robertson?
Ooh.
Well, probably because they want Dern to win.
Yeah. Well, also because Dern actually had some really good strikes.
Yeah. So far, that was the best round for Robertson now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dern breathing a little heavy in the corner.
It's a tough one. I don't know if she gets it or not.
Yeah, that was a much closer round. Oh, we got some little mouse and a small cut on the left eye for Robertson. Drinking out of her water bottle that says no days off.
That's some definite bruising going on under that eye, that's for sure.
It's only going to get bigger, brother. Look at Robertson smiling at Dern.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, they kind of like doing that from the start, man. They like smiling at each other, but I think these two go out for a drink after the fight, to be honest.
I think so. They're putting on such a great performance tonight.
Yeah.
Kinsey Dern with a nice jab.
Ooh.
She's got Robertson backed up against the cage. A double leg from Dern. Robertson is defending up against the cage. Oh, takedown, Mackenzie Dern.
Just seems like Dern's getting better
at getting her down.
Swing. Well, not just down, but her punches in the face. Really good connections when they're standing. On the ground, I'm really not sure how to rate on the ground, because the first round was definitely a great groundwork by Dern. Robertson, great defensive work on the ground the next round, kind of turning it around. And round 3, we really didn't get a lot of on the ground. We're back at it now. These two are tired, so.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see a finish from here, even though Mackenzie Dern has the back and the body triangle locked in on
in her position. How hard is that to lock down for Dern? How hard? Like, you would think in this position, she's that close to doing, a sleeper on this thing. How hard is that to do? Because she's getting out of it.
Well, Roberts is doing a great job of hand fighting, and then with the gloves, it's much more difficult. Now, sometimes, Dern looks like she's going to lose that body triangle if she don't watch out. Now, here's the thing, though. It's easy to get that body triangle if you're super flexible.
Right.
It's like second nature to me. However, if you got real long, skinny legs, you may not be able to hold tight enough. See there, she's readjusting in the figure 4 on the body. It's hard to get out of, but Roberts is doing such a great job of defending. You see how she's grabbing the one wrist and pulling it over her head?
Right.
That prevents Mackenzie Dern from getting the rear naked choke in this position. Now they're kind of like in a stalemate because of the way Mackenzie Dern does have the back, but she's backed up in the corner, which is very smart of Robertson to do. But as long as Dern's got that tight body triangle, it's going to be very difficult to roll out of that and reverse that position on Dern. Dern trying to throw some strikes while having the back.
Right. Man, I find it interesting when you're watching this, their reactions, their face. Oh, she just took one to the face that bothered her. That's bothering her. That's 2 in a row that's bothering her.
Well, I mean,
Robertson getting hit in the face.
Yep.
The reactions on their faces, how exhausted they must be.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just a fight of grit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. They're both going at each other's faces right now.
Hell yeah.
They're chopping.
Very interesting.
Pretty good, guys. We're watching it. Mackenzie Dern, championship defense against Jillian Robertson. If you're looking to watch it, it's on Paramount, but we're down to the final 2 fights with this one and the headliner next.
Mm-hmm.
UFC Strawweight Championship.
Come on, Mac.
Feel free to drop any comments in the If you're here, guys, watching us, by all means, we'll respond.
Definitely. It's just so wild, you know. I guess Jillian Roberts is that tough, man. Oh, she's almost got the position reverse. Oh, wait, reversal from Roberts. Roberts is now on top of Mackenzie Dern. She did it. She slipped out of the body triangle. Now she's in the open guard of Mackenzie Dern, trying to range strikes as Mackenzie Dern is going for an armbar.
Ooh, yeah, that was a badass elbow that Robertson threw.
I'd love to see Robertson just.
That connected, guys. Robertson's on top, and as she was kind of solidifying that position, threw down the elbow pretty hard on Dern, and Dern's still in the same position.
As she's trying to get out of this, I feel like if I was a coach, I'd be telling Robertson to put her knee right now on Dern's face to help pull her arm out.
Gotcha.
Or not, or even if she doesn't try, just cross face her with your knee, put pressure on her face and nose with your knee.
Right.
Or your shin.
This is always where I'm kind of curious on basically those guys that are grading the fight, right? When you're looking at this fight and you're going to decide who gets this round, how much is this type of maneuver that Robertson's able to do, spinning out, getting from a defensive to an offensive, and then controlling where she's at now? How much do they view?
Nice. Look at this. You go rain and strike. This is why you don't fucking go inverted.
Look at this stuff.
All right, give this to Robertson.
Yeah, she's taking this round. Oh man!
The last few seconds, those strikes are kind of tough, and just like the last round, I don't know why Mackenzie Dern's going inverted and going for those leg locks. Doesn't make sense to me.
No, guys, we're getting near it. I know it looks like we got 3 of you in the room. This is a fun fight. We're getting down to it. So
now we're going into the championship rounds.
Championship round 5. Again, guys, Jillian Robertson is fighting, and this is a gal that could have been out in the first round. She was chokehold from Dern, and if the clock had like 10 more seconds, I'm telling you, she would have been out.
Yeah,
she gave a
those
thumbs
are hard
up.
strikes.
She gave the thumbs up, and then the clock went. She could have been out. And you've seen a slow progression for her each round.
Dern's breathing heavy.
Yep.
Jillian's not breathing that heavy. That's wild.
Well, I think another way to look at it is that Dern was basically upside down and being attacked that final little bit. So
yeah.
So
nice
look for
combination.
Look for Robertson to kind of take it.
Roberts is coming on strong this round. Dern looks gassed.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see another takedown. Ooh, nice combination from Dern.
You said
Dern just getting walked down by Roberts right now.
I would think Dern takes about half of this round. If she's going to show it, that championship grit, it comes out midway, in my opinion. Because she's like,
here's what I'm.
Go ahead. No, go.
I'm really worried that Mackenzie Dern's going to run into it right hand because she keeps circling into Robertson's power. Even though right now they're clenched against the fence. We got over-unders. Mackenzie Dern just recovered. She was in double unders. Now Dern's held up against a cage by Robertson. Robertson looking good in this round.
So talk about this for a second. As we're watching it, go ahead and give your commentary by all means. This is important. Dern's winning this fight. And if this goes to a decision, she's got this fight won, in my opinion. So the question is...
Dern just got taken down.
That's what I'm saying. What do you do here as a fighter? You know you've got this one. Do you go all out? Are you trying to end it?
Well, you're trying to get through this round. I still feel like a fighter shouldn't stop trying to win until the fight's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now there is strategy, and if you're totally gassing, you're gonna run on fumes and try to exert as little energy as possible. But Dern's just getting dominated. Now
this is not good. Yeah.
Yeah, Robertson needs a finish because you and I both know she's going to lose a decision because she's down 3-1.
Yeah, she's got to get a hold.
She might not have even got the last round that I gave to her. But right now, she's dominating Mackenzie Dern from the top, which I did not expect. But Dern is a little gassed right now.
Look, I call it this. She won the last round, in my opinion, and I'm saying the previous round was debatable. She could have won that, meaning this round. That's why I don't understand with Dern here. Oh, there goes another elbow. Good Lord. Nice job, Robertson. If I'm Robertson, don't give up. Don't give up position, in my opinion.
She's making Dern look bad right now. I wish they'd give him one more round to go at it.
Yeah. I am impressed. Go ahead.
If Robertson loses a decision in this fight, I don't think it makes her stock go down at all. She's gotten better and better as the fight's gone on. And I also feel like this is one of those cases where Dern thought she was going to run through this girl. And then here's Dern going inverted again. You dumb motherfucker. What are you thinking?
She's got to get out of there. I don't know what's going on with her. She was dominating the fight. She was really in control. And this decision, this strategic decision she made midway last round is just really not smart at all. Question is, can Robertson get a submission?
Or a finish? I don't think it's going to happen here. However, you know, if Mackenzie Dern would have let go of that knee bar in, what was it, round 3, hadn't kept going inverted, because this is the 3rd round in a row she's gone inverted. She eats shots when she goes inverted. So I'm just wondering, she's got these great coaches. Why are they telling her, oh, go for the knee bar?
I don't understand. Chance to win on Polymark. Everybody's stating that Dern is probably going to win this thing. 95% chance of winning on one of those betting apps. I just feel like you couldn't leave this to this. Like, it almost feels like Dern just said, you know what, I'm going to lay back here. You can have whatever you want, but I'm still going to walk away the winner. And that's back to what you said. Are you going to fight? Are you going to take it? Or are you going to hope you take it? You can't leave this open
Dern's
to a
getting
judge.
Dominated right now.
So we'll go another way with this. There's 50 seconds left. Is there anything that would make this a 2-point round?
Oh, dude. Dern would have had to be dominated way worse. Ooh, she's eating shots like a mother right now. She'd have to get dominated and beat up way more than she is right now.
Definitely being dominated. Round. So it's definitely a point, but there's nothing we've seen that would have constituted getting another point.
Oof. I don't know, man. She beating the fuck out of Dern. And Dern just keeps going inverted and eating shots. Right now, she's just eating shots.
It could be her thinking, you're not going to submit me, is what she's saying. You're not going to submit me. I'm going to survive it. But Jesus.
Yep, she just did. End her round.
Man.
Yeah, they need to go out for drinks after this.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mackenzie. Don't. Dude, Mackenzie Dern just fucking pissed me off the way she jumped up. I know you won the fight, but that last round was embarrassing.
I don't like that. I totally agree. Guys, we're going to go with that, but I'm totally on board with Stuntman on this. She gets up after being thoroughly dominated in the round. She gets up, raises her hands like this, does this like she's got the belt, and you look horrible the entire round, and you look like you lost the previous round. How can you do that?
I don't know. That made me very angry.
I mean, again, she may very well win. She's high probability of taking all the most of the rounds, except definitely the final 2. I think Robertson wins the last 2 rounds for sure. I'm thinking that she left round 3s open to discussion, in my opinion. So how do you leave that on there? How do you let someone take you to the ground and dominate fully? You wanted to at least let that be back and forth, right? A 50-50, a hard to pick round.
Yeah.
But no, she clearly thinks.
Oh, she's just walking out of the cage, right? I'm so upset with Mackenzie Dern, right? Oh, Tiki Goza, that guy's a scumbag.
Yeah, what you doing?
I'm not a fan of Tiki Goza.
Okay.
I used to love that dude.
I guess she's saying hi to her daughter.
Yep.
And bringing the daughter into why not? Bring the daughter in. Why not?
Yeah.
Because why not? Can we at least wait until the decision?
I know.
I'm not
like they're celebrating this like this was Mackenzie Dern's best performance. This was not that great a performance.
I just, again, look, you're a parent. You want to bring your kid into work day? Okay. But
cool.
This is a fight. You're almost disrespecting the other fighter by doing this in front of her before the decision. The decision hasn't even been made yet. You can be happy. You can jump around for joy in that octagon and feel you've won. Great. But bringing in your kid like this and doing this stuff, I just don't feel it's necessary now. After your hand's raised, that's different.
I don't recommend bringing your lady or your
Look at her.
chick
She's
to
trying to
your
bring
fight.
her in because she feels so confident that she won. Again, I think she does, but I wouldn't be surprised if a judge saw it one other way. Split decision. No, there she goes. She's the winner.
I am so let down in Mackenzie Dern. That was a bad performance from her, number one. And then number two,
Yeah.
just getting up like, oh, I'm the greatest in the world. Now, don't get me wrong. Mackenzie Dern is the champion, but
Yeah.
I don't like that she got up and celebrated after he's looking foolish for the last 2.5 rounds.
I mean,
I think
we're on it. Yeah, we're on the same page. I just you were moving forward in the fight. Somewhere along the way, you decided to lay on your back and be dominated. And in my opinion, there was a third round that could have gone either way, possibly. I get it. She won it, clearly. But you left it open to debate. And you definitely gave up this round. You literally gave up this round thinking you had everything won. But how do you be a fighter and get out there and just kind of lay on your back, lay down, putting yourself in position to maybe give the other fighter a chance to take control, grab you, give you a submission, something? Just disappointed.
very disappointed. I think this makes Mackenzie Dern's stock go down.
She looks beatable after this.
Very.
But I will say this. So let's keep it positive for both fighters. Let's do it that way. So
I'm trying my best.
Oh, no, I mean, my observationally, we've got Dern, who's the champion, who wins the fight, who early on definitely shows the ability, the heart. She showed she was dominating. Something happens midway, and she kind of loses that focus, all right? But she hangs on to win. If she maintains and finds a way to get her energy level to last the full 5 rounds if she has to, then she's good, okay?
Mark Coleman.
But now we look at Robertson. I'm with you. First and foremost, we covered it. Robertson could have been out. She could have been out at the end of the first round. Credit to her for continuing to find a way. Second round, it was like that kind of decision. You know what? I'm gonna survive. And she was on the ground being taken, and she found a way to kind of make it work for her. She got out of there, and then round 3 is where I think things start to turn for her. I felt it was debatable. Obviously, it had to go to Dern, but clearly everything changed, and she progressed upward. Round 4 takes it. Round 5 clearly takes it. So I'm with you. Her stock, Robertson's stock, definitely rises for sure.
This might even be a candidate for a rematch.
I think you're right.
Justin Gaethje.
And by the way, now, come on. If we look at this fight, guys, again, we're talking Mackenzie Dern, Jillian Robertson, Dern hanging on to her championship. If we look at these battlers, Robertson was in this. We didn't think Robertson was looking good. And
exactly.
This is just a sign of heart and how far you can take it.
You know, I think I called it on this one when I was telling you, it looks like she's got grit and she's tough. Like she will go out there on the construction squad and with a sledgehammer and work circles around all the guys. And she proved that. She showed her grit and her toughness and durability. And she did a really good job defensively.
Let me see this here. That's good. Well, looking at UFC, we've got one fight left. That is for the welterweight title. That's coming up next, guys.
Brother, I don't mean to continue to be negative, but I'm so upset Mackenzie Dern right now.
You know, you can be. It's not a perfect world. But they're fighters. This is a real world. It just shows you how hard it is to be in that ring and to put it out there for 5 rounds. And were you training that way? Was your plan to go 5? Maybe she thought she was going to be done in 2 to 3. Clearly, looking at the size differential, and we might have thought, hey, I'm going to have her done in 2. And maybe she got a little surprised midway, and that's what happened. But yeah, she wins, so you give credit where it's there. But definitely a little surprising towards the end.
Yeah.
All right, the boys are
Very
cleaning up,
surprising.
getting ready, and one of them is from my spot, as I am half Irish. So this is what we
Yeah.
got building towards, guys. UFC 330 main event. Islam Makhachev defending the welterweight championship against Ian Machado Garry. And from my perspective, as the more casual UFC viewer tonight, the story feels pretty straightforward. Garry has to find a way to make this the kind of fight before Makhachev turns it into his. So can Garry make it his fight? Makhachev has built this incredible run on control, pressure, and ability to put opponents into positions where they're fighting his fight instead of theirs. And think about this, guys. He comes in on a 16-fight UFC winning streak and already has reached the top in 2 divisions. That is crazy. Now, Garry brings something very different. Length, movement, and striking style built around controlling distance. And he has been extremely confident that he has the tools to solve this matchup. So, Stuntman, here we go back to you. Let me put this in simple terms for somebody watching along with us who may not know all technical details. What does Ian Machado Garry have to do in the opening minutes that would make you say, okay, Makhachev may actually have a problem tonight?
Well, first things first, you already know Makhachev's got a problem when it comes to being the shorter, smaller fighter because, as we know, Makhachev's a 155er and he had trouble making weight to 155. That's why he moved up, allegedly. Now, it's going to be very interesting because most notable wins from Ian Garry, he did beat Michael Venom Page, who everyone thought he was going to lose against. Surprisingly, he won. And I forget who his very last fight was, but he does need to come in there and typically I would say assert his dominance. But the problem is with Makhachev and all the Dagestani fighters is they're so mentally tough. It's very hard to say that he can break him mentally.
Right.
Islam is so well-rounded, and he's got much better grappling than Ian Garry, even though Ian Garry notably trains with Damian Maia, super high-level grappler, UFC veteran. And it's very difficult for me to say, but as far as Islam goes, he needs to get in there,
right,
throw strikes to set up his takedowns, and avoid the high-level striking of Ian Garry. So, in conclusion, Ian Garry needs to assert his dominance, and then if he can't get in, if he doesn't get in, he needs to stay on the outside and utilize his striking. That's what he needs to do, as well as assert his dominance. But I'm getting the feeling we're going to see a little more in and out striking on the feet from Garry. Maybe, of course, we're going to see takedown attempts from Makhachev.
right.
It's going to be so interesting to see how this fight goes. Islam's probably better in all areas than Ian Garry, except for he is the smaller fighter.
All right. How quickly will we know whether Garry can keep the fight at the distance he wants?
Probably either round 1 or 2, but maybe round 3 as the fight goes on. And then it'll be very interesting going into the championship rounds, that being rounds 4 and 5, to see what exactly happens. You know, I already know Islam's not going to gas. And if he gasses, it's something didn't go right for him in training, or the weight cut, or Ian hit him with a bunch of body shots, or put too much pressure on to where he breaks and starts getting gas. So a lot of things can happen in this, and I don't really have that definitive of an answer for this because of the competition that's going in there between the two of them.
No.
They're very, very good fighters, and again, at the top level.
I mean, some things there that are interesting. Then we know when you're talking 16 wins, you've got to, as a fighter, you got to bring it to them. You got to either you're surprising them, you've got ability, and you surprise them with a punch, you surprise them with a submission that the champion didn't see, or you are in condition and you stay to your game. Meaning you dictate or you counterpunch when you have to, and you maintain ability through each round, stealing rounds, so to speak, and so that you get that decision at the very end. Now, Machado Garry, 28, professional record 17-1 from Ireland. His nickname is The Future. He's about 6'3", about 5 inches taller and roughly 4 inches longer in reach than Makhachev. So, background, he's striking, plus a black belt in judo. former champion, Cage Warriors welterweight champion. His UFC debut was 2021 in Madison Square Garden. As we go.
I feel like Gary's got to crack him hard in the first opening rounds. If he doesn't finish him right away, he's got to crack him to where Islam's half rocked through the whole fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
it's going to be difficult for him to do that.
I get it. Makhachev,
Furthermore,
go ahead. Makhachev is a champion. He's at a glance. Let's look at him. He's 34, 28, and 1. Dagestan, Russia. He's 5'10", about 70.5-inch reach. Debuted in 2015 with the UFC. He's base. We're talking combat sambo, wrestling, and grappling. They're getting in there. UFC winning streak, guys, 16 entering the UFC 330. He's the current status UFC welterweight champion and former UFC lightweight champion. That's pretty darn impressive.
Trained by the one and only Khabib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, Islam's amazing. Now, furthermore, let's get into the juicy stuff about Ian Garry. Ian Garry, to most of your hardcore fans, they have nicknamed him the Cuck. He's one of the most hated fighters in the UFC right now. That is very much tied into his relationship with his cougar wife / fiance, who's notably written a book called How to Be a Wag, meaning a woman that dates rich men / professional athletes. It should also be noted that Ian Garry and his wife live in his wife's ex-husband's house. I don't know if that's still the case, but that was for a long time. That's just weird. And there's other things that his wife's posted and said to literally say she wears the pants in the relationship. Other people also speculate that she's just using him and taking advantage of a younger man.
Right.
Will that affect the fight? I don't think so.
In the fight, here in the octagon, not really an issue.
Nah. But interesting tidbit.
Interesting tidbit that he's got to maintain outside of the octagon where it's a different fight, everybody. It's a different fight. It's the fight of life.
It's such a conundrum, brother.
Here we go. Speaking of Garry boxed when he was young, but the rise of Conor McGregor pulled his attention toward mixed martial arts. He became fascinated by combining disciplines, added judo, and eventually earned a black belt by age 18. And they've got the green lights going as he'll be making his way to the ring.
Irish colors. Here comes Ian Garry as he walks out to the cage with his team and Damian Maia accompanying him, covered in the Irish flag.
Erin Gobra. That's Ireland forever in Gaelic.
Nice.
Garry is not simply another Irish fighter compared with McGregor by the media. He has openly said McGregor's rise influences his own decision to pursue MMA. And look at him smiling. Look at him smiling. He's happy for the fight. Who wouldn't?
He looks very focused.
This is a headlining fight. Why wouldn't you be happy?
Heck yeah. You're on the main card. You're about to fight for the title.
His family, Gary's wanted the safer educational path for him. Garry bet on fighting instead. Tonight, he is fighting for UFC championship, everybody. The question is, can he
There's
get
his
it?
wife.
Let's switch over our fight to the main broadcast.
Ugh. That woman is disgusting.
Yeah.
She just is such a bad person, or comes off as such a bad person.
Well, is that their kid?
I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing.
Okay. Well, let's keep it to fighting then.
Yeah. Enough of the drama. Let's get into the fight.
All right, again, Islam.
And again, that's all speculation.
Ian Machado Garry, this is for the championship. The welterweight title on the line. I am not a tattoo aficionado, but I'll just say my friend Gary's got to work on his tattoos.
Bro, his tattoo game is lacking. Those are like swallow birds. Those look horrible.
Well, it's just
one thing about MMA fighters.
Something here, it's something over there. It's just fill it up. Fill it up. Good
I don't know
God.
what it is about fighters and MMA fighters, but they get some of the worst tattoos I've ever seen.
Yeah. He's, I hope he's got a printout of how he's going to do it. But right now, that if that's all he had in mind, I understand why he's with the gal you talked about.
Maybe he needs that direction and some sort of authority figure to keep himself in check. And, if that is the case, then I'm not hating, And again, all this stuff's allegation is alleged. I'm just repeating what I've heard. I'm not saying this is all fact about Gary.
Well, it's
but
yeah.
And the pressure is probably a lot less as compared to Makhachev, but Makhachev is very, very mentally tough. Now, the reason I say that Gary doesn't have much to lose is because, okay, we just lost to the pound for pound best fighter. Okay, pressure's off. Islam has to worry about beaten by a guy that everybody regards as like, a weak guy, even though clearly he's not that weak because he's fighting for a championship.
He's 17-1, man. These aren't losses.
No, he's good.
It can't be.
He's very good.
It can't be 17 chumps. And here we go.
Islam's about to come in.
Islam's about to come in. All right, I want you to go back to what we've talked about earlier. You just saw Gary come in. How did Gary look to you?
He looked very laser focused. He's ready for it. I could tell, his walkout made me a little proud of him, except for like, the wife part and kissing was
the other gal brought her daughter out. So let's just focus on how he looked. How do you feel? Do you feel you saw the killer instinct? Do you feel he's on his A game? Okay.
I did. Islam, I haven't watched much of his walkouts, but I can't tell if he's scared, nervous, or confident because he's not expression. He's expression.
I don't think we've got anything to worry with him in regards to him showing up. He's ready.
No, exactly. Like I said.
Yeah, he's ready.
All the Dagestani fighters are laser focused. Their gyms are very disciplined. They all cut their hair the same. They all dress. You know what I mean?
I mean, in my opinion, what we're seeing from this is that Gary, he's the one that's got to show something. When we're talking Islam, I feel we're getting his best. I feel he's showing up. And if he has any hint of doubt or any hint of didn't bring my A game, then it simply means the door is open. Gary's the one that's got to prove that he can put his foot in the door and make it happen. So again, I still put it all on Gary. Gary's the one that's got to prove something.
I could totally see Gary winning by knockout in this. I could see that. Don't get me wrong. Islam's striking is pretty good. It's pretty on point. I believe that's Javier Mendez in his corner right there. There goes Khabib Nurmagomedov giving him his hug before he walks into the cage. And then here's the other thing that plays in when you get a really good grappler or wrestler like that. People get so worried about the takedown that they actually lose the striking game because they're so worried about the takedown.
UFC welterweight champion, former UFC lightweight champions, tied for the longest win streak in UFC history, guys. 16. That's Islam.
Way to go, Islam.
Islam Makhachev.
For whatever reason, I do have quite a bit of respect for Islam.
Gotcha. Welcome in. Again, we're watching along with UFC tonight, guys. Put some comments in if you'd like to. This is on Paramount. That's where you can find the UFC fights. They have a contract. They are on Paramount. That is how we are watching. And we're just giving you our opinions, watching along.
Huh, that was weird. The guy was holding up an American flag with Islam in front of it. But he's Dagestani. I don't get it. That leads me to another thing. Yeah. It seems like also most professional athletes get bad tattoos. Like I see so many NBA guys that got all these millions of dollars. But it's like, bro, you couldn't just pay a little more, go to somebody that has a good portfolio to get your stuff done.
It seems like it was like a bad decision at some point. Not the decision for the tattoo, but the decision to get the tattoo when they got the tattoo. and then
Mhm.
you know Bart Simpson
Brother,
gives him a tattoo in the backyard or something.
yeah. Look, I'll put it to you like this. I was 26 before I got my first tattoo. Had I gotten tattooed earlier in life, I would have some really dumb stuff on me. Let's just be real.
Precisely. Pick you choose your moments. Anybody in the comments, if you've had a tattoo done? There we go. Buffer's ready. He's ready to read it out like a professional.
Oh yeah. Herb Dean, unfortunately, Herb Dean's got to go. He's a bad ref. I almost went to his referee school. However, I was only doing that to put that on my resume. I don't think Herb Dean's a very good ref. He's made some of the worst calls.
Right.
I also feel like John McCarthy's a bad ref because of some of his calls he made in the earlier days. Most notably, which was the biggest screw up in referee history, was Tim Kennedy versus Yoel Romero and the ice bucket gate. And you're like, oh, the language barrier. But really, they played that and he wouldn't get off his stool for over a minute and a half. And then they spilled that bucket of ice. But either way, when they're saying, come on, you know what that means. And if you don't get up to answer the bell, end the fight.
End of fight.
Not, we'll give you all the time you need. Then whenever you're ready, we'll start the next round. That's just ridiculous.
I gotcha. I'm going to follow up with that in a moment. But yeah, we're getting ready, guys. It's winding down. Let's see here. A Makhachev win would give him 17 straight UFC victories and move him alone past Anderson Silva for the longest winning streak in UFC history. Then this means something to Islam is what I'm saying. Back to it. You're getting two fighters coming in who should be motivated. Meaning, I don't want to see flat out here. I don't want to see somebody who doesn't have enough energy. You've got reason. You've got reason to be a champion, and you've got reason to not only continue to be a champion, but to make history.
Oh, yeah. Ian looks so ready.
He does. Oh, look at Buffer getting his face.
Bro, that just pumped me up. Well, I'm so ready for this.
Oh, man.
Islam just looking stoic as always.
That was kind of cool, guys. If you didn't see it, guys,
Yeah.
Buffer's just like giving his intro right into Gary's face.
Oh, it was cool. It got me pumped up.
Yep.
I'm already over Mackenzie Dern now.
All right, I know you're ahead of me, so let me know when it clicks. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Garry.
They're announcing him in. Boy, the fireworks are about to go off, folks. Two of the world's best at 175 or 100 pounds. At 170 pounds. We got the pound for pound ranked best fighter in the world, Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry. Let's see if the Irishman can pull it off.
Little introduction there at the net.
Brother,
Let's see. Yep.
I don't know about you, but I am excited. Let's fucking go.
We're going to do it, guys. UFC watch along. We've hit the main event. Let's go. Islam versus Garry. Here we go.
Boy, I'm so ready for this. Let's go.
There's focus.
Round one underway.
Although Islam just let out a yawn. Yeah.
Ian Garry right now in the lower stance. Islam in the southpaw position right now. Ian in the orthodox. I'm waiting to see a calf kick from either fighter. Nope, it just came from Islam. Islam ate a glancing blow after that calf kick. I was thinking he was going to throw a right calf kick.
Yeah. Oof.
Now,
when he threw that kick, though, it looked like he missed.
I think we're going to see Ian Garry trying to step on Islam's toes. That's a trick. Step on the other fighter's foot and then unload. So that way it's difficult for them to back out of the pocket.
Gotcha.
Right now we have the alleged feeling out process. A high kick from Makhachev. That was a horrible shot, but he's in. Oh, nice takedown defense from Garry. Up, not for long. Garry going for a cradle. Nice.
Man.
Up.
He's not slow to
Wow.
react. Gary does have energy.
Well, right now, Islam's doing the traditional Khabib takedown where you pinch the legs together or figure four one of the two legs. Islam trying to drag him down to the mat, hit him with a knee in the face from the turtle position.
Gotcha.
Got him up against the cage right now. Ian looks like he might be the stronger fighter at this point.
Somebody just put 293,000 on Islam to win the fight. This pays out 380,000. Wow.
Goodness. So right now, it looks like Islam's trying to grind him out up against a cage, wear his energy down.
Yep.
He's being a little spazzy right now.
310 left in the round. Go ahead.
I would typically say that Islam needs to pace himself, but cardio is not an issue for Islam. However, he is at a new weight class, and this is only his second fight at 170.
That would be my concern. Like, do you know what you're doing in this weight class? Do you feel you have the ability to go the distance, or does it have to end quick? Are you built? Are you built for the distance? Is the question.
Well, in his last fight where he won the welterweight championship, I'm not 100% sure what round that went into or how he won. But if he did go all 5 rounds, I'd like to know that, and I'd like to know how he looked at the end of the fight. One other thing, going back to the Mackenzie Dern fight, I kind of wish they were scoring that fight under the Pride rules, because in Pride, they scored, in the scoring, they score on how the fight ends. You know what I mean? So if you start a fight great, but you don't finish strong,
yep,
you have a likelier chance of losing. So right now we've got Ian McGarry held up against the cage by Islam. Kind of a little boring.
Yeah.
Islam's just trying to grind him out right now. Ian Gary not doing a whole lot except for just trying to defend up against the cage.
Again, still feeling it out, essentially.
It looks like Islam's using a lot of strength right now, trying to drag Ian McGarry down to the mat. Got 128 left in the round.
So if you're Gary and you're against the fence and you're being taken against the fence by Islam, are you kind of letting Islam go a little bit, let him expend that energy? Are you hanging there waiting for your moment?
Possibly. But now what I'd be trying to do if I was Gary is get my left arm or my left elbow slid in so that it's easier for me to spin and go face to face with him. Or I'd be trying to get a Kimura grip on one of his arms so that that body lock is not as strong.
Right.
And right now, Islam's been expending a lot of energy trying to put Ian Gary onto the mat, and it does not seem to be working so far unless this was his game plan.
Again, I'd be curious to know if this is what he was going at, because you're right. He's expended a lot of time where they're at, and where they're at, guys, again, is against the fence. Islam kind of grabbing him, forcing him against the fence, and Gary just hanging there going, you know what, I'm going to throw a little here. I'm going to throw a little there. But nothing's happening out of this.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Like Gary just went down to his knee, just kind of like looking back, like, are we okay? We're just gonna be here, okay?
Yeah. We're just gonna just sweat on each other, or what? Are we fighting or sweating on each other?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. This is just not.
They need to separate them. Up, well, end around. That could have went either way, but they're probably gonna score it for Makhachev. I almost feel like that should be like a 9-9 round. Seriously, like that round was a draw.
Are they like someone has to win a round?
Exactly. 10-point must system.
Look, we just saw 2 girls out there fighting and showing a lot of heart, giving their all in a round for most of the fight. Then we saw Derry kind of tank it. This one right here in that first round, I get it. They're feeling it out, but not a lot being thrown. Let's be clear.
No, not at all. Maybe Islam was just trying to play it safe.
I guess I get trying to figure it out, but what's there to figure out if you're just holding against the fence and not really trying to do anything with it? If you're trying to experiment, that's one thing. So my question to you is, they're against the fence, and you saw how long it lasted. What possibly could have Islam been figuring out and learning getting Gary against the fence? Anything?
Seeing how Gary's going to react, I feel like Islam should have thrown a few more strikes while he was clenched up with them, or when he had his back on the ground in the turtle position.
Round 2, guys.
We're in round 2 right now. They're tapping each other's gloves, trying to measure distance. Islam just caught him with a right hand from the southpaw position on Garry coming in. Garry in a nice low stance to prevent any kind of takedowns. Ian with a high kick, blocked by Islam. Calf kick from Islam. Teat kick to the leg from Garry. So far, I'm not liking this fight.
I'm not. Makhachev is, some of the people feel, won the first round. Struggling to get Garry down, but is still racking up good control time. We'll agree. I'll agree. Yeah. Makhachev on Garry, yeah, got it. Makhachev in round 1. All Islam so far. Yeah, but all? When
Has
all
Ian even thrown a punch?
Yeah, well, thrown full? I haven't seen it. Has he thrown some little things when he's against the fence? Absolutely. He was kind of giving some of that, but he almost looked disinterested. He even went down to a knee, guys. I'm just telling you, on his own accord. It wasn't Islam doing it. It looked like Garry was just kind of upset. But that being said, I'll agree with Stuntman.
Garry with a jab.
What are you doing out there? Oh, there you go. That was a good kick. That was a good kick by Garry.
Well, Islam's doing a good job backing him up against the cage in the striking battle. I feel at some point Islam will try to clinch.
Yeah.
I guess that was a nut shot from Garry. They high five and thumbs up. They're good. The fight's going to keep going.
Come on. That was a low kick. Yeah, but it didn't really hit him.
I don't know what just happened. They both threw at the same time.
It was just above his knee. It didn't hit the groin.
Right now, we got Islam Makhachev. Oh, nice body shots from Garry with a tie clinch. He's pushed up against the cage. He let go of it. Now Islam with the overhook as he's up against the fence. I'm waiting for some dirty boxing here. Oh, you saw that knee. Ooh. Oh, Islam drops Garry with a high kick. Catches him with a right hand, then a left high kick. Ian Garry's wobbly now. He's eating hard shots. Islam's throwing hard leather. Let's see if nice hip toss from Islam. Islam's now in side control, or judo side control as we call it.
Man, question is, how bad did that kick?
Serious trouble.
How bad was that first kick? That's the question. How much did that knock him?
Well, he hit a right hand or a left hook or something like that right before the kick. That's what ultimately set up the kick.
Guys, we're in it. This is the main event. If you're not watching on Paramount right now, just listen. Islam Makhachev, it's got Garry on the ground, has just really
side control position,
influences pressure, hit a good solid kick to the face, really rocked Garry. Gary's got to survive this round if he wants a chance.
Yeah, I think Ian Garry will be fully recovered by the next round. I can't see on my screen how many minutes we got left in this round, folks, but Islam now in side control, trying to lay in some ground and pound. He's hitting him with peppering shots.
Is there any chance that Garry goes down 2 in this round?
Goes down again?
10-8. Repeat that? 10-8, 10-9.
Nah, he'd have to be taking a lot worse of a whooping than he is right now.
Because definitely he got rocked, and I was just kind of curious. Because that's the only thing. Because Garry right now on his back, I'm with you. He's lost the round. He's got to survive. Yeah. That's what he got to do right now.
Well, I mean, he's doing a good job of trying to create scrambles from the side control position. He's good getting on his side when he's in side control. Islam now is in a slight north-south position. Ian Garry enjoying that fruit basket to the back of the head hold right now. And Ian looks silly right now. He's eating some shots.
Yeah.
Islam, being Islam, is trying to grind out Garry right now.
Ouch.
Ian Garry is in such a bad position right now.
It's getting
if this were
go ahead.
Yeah, if this were Pride, this fight would have been over a lot earlier because Makhachev could have thrown tons of knee strikes from that north-south position or sprawled north-south position. And Islam's back to the riding him. Ooh, nice knee from Islam. Ian Garry in turtle position, trying to stand up right now.
Gary's not showing much. That's just it.
No. But if you notice, when Gary got dropped by that kick. It was a fist that hit his face. It wasn't a shin. Now, had that been a shin, Gary would have been knocked out. Okay, so that was a right hook, left high kick that dropped Gary.
Yeah, that's one. That's the one, man. And look at him. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
I don't think that was a slip.
You know what? He was backing away. I'll give him credit. It was not really a full-on smash, but it did rock him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, we're watching the fight. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Garry, and Machado Garry is not looking good. Islam took round 1, but it wasn't really dominant. If you want to call it a dominant slow dance, it was.
Yeah.
But in round 2, Islam has definitely influenced in taking the round, winning it handedly. This is it, Gary.
Round 3 underway. Here we go.
You got to win a round.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how he won.
You're the striker.
Yeah, I don't think he wins round 1, so I know you could.
Or round 2.
Right. Round 2 is a definite loss. Round 1 was the only one where you get to think to yourself, could I have won it? I don't know, maybe. Do they think what Islam did against the fence was worth winning the round? Probably. But he better win this one, or else this is back to needing to win it.
Yeah.
Decision. Yeah, 2018.
Yeah,
Islam looking great. Big head kick. Yep. That head kick. Ouch.
Nice little oblique kick from Gary. Yeah. That left hand was pretty hard, too.
Yeah.
Islam right now is kind of having a little bit of trouble getting in on Gary and dealing with the striking and length of Gary. I just wish we'd see more strikes from Gary other than him pawing at him with his left hand.
Back to what you said, though, it's like Gary can't do anything. So if I'm Islam, he is doing his fight. This is back to what I was saying. As long as if you're the champion, then you're just doing your game. He's playing his game right now. And when the opportunity comes to do what he needs to do, he does it. I'm just a little surprised in round 1 because it seemed like he was just hanging. But in the end, he's realizing that Gary isn't throwing.
No, he's not. And like, it looks like Gary's trying to set up his right hand, but he hasn't let it go. I feel like he would land that if he just let it go. He needs to let the hands go.
How long has he been standing there for like 30 seconds, not throwing a punch?
Oh my God, that was the worst high kick ever I just saw from Ian Gary. It was so telegraphed.
Yeah.
You could see that from like miles away. Not just a mile, but miles. Ian Gary needs to get to work right now. Actually, both of them do, because I'll tell you the truth, the fans should be booing right now.
Well, not after round 2. Not after round 2. No.
I don't know, man. This fight's really not that good. Every other fight so far has made this fight look bad.
That I'll agree with. That I'll agree with.
You know, don't get me wrong. They're playing chess, and one little mistake can change this fight.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Ian, you just let that single leg from a mile away happen? Brother. Oh.
Come on, Gary. Letting them get grappled up and get taken down. I'm just not impressed with Gary.
Gary just threw a couple of short uppercuts from the clinch up against Cage. Didn't do anything, but he needs to do more of that to win him this round, because keep in mind, too, part of the scoring or the behind-the-scenes scoring is you got to decisively beat the champ to become the champ.
Well, he ain't beating him in anything right now.
He ain't beating a wet paper bag right now.
I'm just, again, guys, I'm watching the fight. We're here. It's on Paramount. We're seeing it. You need to beat the champion. You need to put it all out there. The objective isn't just to survive the fight. The objective is to win the fight. Exactly. If you're just trying to survive, why are you even out there competing?
Yeah, the goal is to fight to win, not fight to not lose. I mean, but if Gary could turn it on, he could still probably pull away with the victory here. He's not doing a great job of it.
No. I mean, back to what we've just been saying. He has the potential, all right? He could win.
Oh, nice high kick from Gary.
but he's not unleashing his weapons.
No.
That's the problem. And by the way, oh yeah, you're right. That was a good one. But if he can start doing that and building a couple of punches and kicks and some maneuvers, maybe it builds towards the next 2 rounds. But right now, he's definitely not won. And unless he does something in the next minute or two here, he's going to lose this round too.
Yeah. At this point, the only thing that's been successful for Garry was pushing Islam against the cage and throwing short punches. Now, if I was his coach and he's not letting his hands go, I would be telling him to push Islam against the cage and start dirty boxing again.
Yeah.
And then the high kicks he's throwing, Ian Garry needs to set those up better because they're so telegraphed, man.
Yeah.
He hasn't even thrown a left kick yet.
Throw another right kick to the body. Like, at this point, I'd want to know from the trainers and what's going on here in the game plan. Was the thought is that some of these kicks would work it out down the stretch, that these are supposed to be tiring Islam? Because I don't think they are. But if they could, if he threw it with regularity, that was just another round lost, in my opinion.
Exactly. So another thing to go back here and talk about is a lot of times, you'll see a guy that knows somebody's going to keep blocking, in a shield fashion like Islam. They'll keep throwing that high kick to damage their arms and shoulder. Sometimes if somebody blocks and doesn't double up on the block when they throw a kick, I've seen fighters get their wrists broken from not blocking, and either using the fat on their arm or doubling up when the kick comes.
Gotcha. Just kind of watching some of the
highlights.
Looking at them in the section, sitting down, looking at some injuries, seeing how these guys are looking. A lot of ice to Islam's face, but in all seriousness, he's looking pretty good for 3 rounds of a fight. And to be honest, Gary's looking pretty good. Let's go back to it. They're both looking fucking pretty good in this fight, physically. So what are you doing in the fight? Get out there and fight.
I know. It really looks like they're both scared to lose right now. And they're fighting not to lose, not so much going out there and trying to get the win. Again, we're not in the cage. We don't know what they see. And
round 4, guys. Round 4.
Excuse me, guys. We are now into the championship rounds. And they are still playing this alleged chess game. And it looks like the feeling out process has never stopped.
One feel is that it's 2-1. Some people feel Gary's gaining momentum.
This has literally been nothing but a game of high five. They just high fiving each other. Hey, guys, let's go out there. Yeah, Islam, I'm so happy to see you. High five, high five.
Again, so on threads and some of the comments are feeling that Garry might have snuck that round. If they did, a nice job stealing it. But he better win this round. Well, I'm just saying, I didn't feel like Garry did really a whole bunch to steal that round.
He didn't do a damn thing. No. I don't.
So I think
that's not at all.
Maybe those are comment baits to make us feel it's still going. I don't know. All right, guys, thanks for coming in. I'm Grind. This is Stuntman. We're watching the UFC fight right now. If you're watching us, put in some comments, give us some follows. We'll be doing these UFC fights, watching alongs for the next few. So just let us know what you're thinking.
Islam again with a single leg. Ian Garry's defending this very well. Now Ian Garry's on top of Islam. Islam in the turtle position. Ian Garry giving Islam strikes. Islam is trying to turn into a high crotch or head on the outside single leg.
I think this is it. This is where we're seeing some aggressiveness finally from Garry.
I know. And now Islam's just trying to drag him down to the ground.
Yep. Guys, Garry looks like he's got some anticipating, like he wants to do something, but it's only when he's on the ground and he doesn't want to let Islam take control. But
whoa, did Islam just knee him in the nuts? No, he just kneed him in the booty hole. He just did. Islam's knee in booty holes.
Oh, good Lord.
I know you saw that.
He's kneeing him in the butt. We'll say that. Ouch.
Another
Oh,
knee.
that was a good lean back elbow. He got Islam.
Yeah.
Guys, again, we're
Now,
watching.
what Gary's trying to do is keep his base low and keep his legs wide so that Islam can't close the legs and go for the takedown. He's also did well in getting one arm in to the body lock that Islam has. Islam still fighting for the takedown.
Yeah. See,
Ian Gary defending body shot.
This is back to the first round. This is where you lost the round. Why are you letting this happen? You should be doing something to get out of this and create some offense. There you go. Throw a body shot. Throw some punches. You literally has Islam's side wide open.
Oh, damn. Islam just hit him with a mean high crotch. But Gary's
I mean, literally.
Gary didn't give up the full takedown.
He's literally
He
standing
blew
there
a kiss.
throwing low kicks. Jesus.
Ian Gary just blew a kiss at the camera, folks. Ian Gary now back to his feet. Islam just riding, and it's like he's doing the typical wrestler, jiu-jitsu guy lay and pray, but he's just gonna keep him up against a cage and lay on him and pray.
Yeah. Yeah, we did pretty good there. We had a big surge there just for that moment. So appreciate everybody in the live, and hopefully we get a few more surges before we finish up. But Gary, I don't know what, buddy.
I like how he's trying to hit Islam in the face to open up the underhook. That's a Randy Couture move. Randy Couture is notorious for doing that.
There you go. Yeah.
This is not a good performance by Islam. I'm sorry, folks. Well, now he's using a lot of energy here.
The only thing is,
nice body shots.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like Gary's doing anything though to make Islam feel scared, and it feels like Islam is just moving forward, steadily moving forward, controlling the fight, gonna win the fight if he maintains it. That's all it looks like he's doing. He's not really going overboard on this. But Gary, this is what I told you. My belief was that you're the guy who's coming in. You're not the champion. You got to take it, and he's just not taking it. He's taking.
I kind of wish Herb Dean would break him, separate him right now. This is so lame.
Yeah, I agree. Although I guess he's got a good view for the fight. Looks like.
Oh, Islam's bleeding right now.
There you go. Back to those punches you're talking about.
Yep.
Wait a second. End of the round, and they're talking about it. They were just talking about it. Who's bleeding? Let's get that blood.
Islam.
It is Islam. Okay. That's good then for Gary if he can take
Gary.
advantage of that next round.
This is his last chance. He better do something. He needs to finish right now. He needs to go in there and take Islam out, or he's clearly lost the decision. And it irks me to say that he's clearly lost the decision because this is such a bad fight, man. I understand the competition's so close, but it's just so frustrating as a fan when
take a look.
Islam looks like he's got more marks on his face than Ian.
Yeah. But
that's what happens when you fight that style like Islam does.
Yeah. Look, I get it. He's got those marks and everything, but in my mind, still, good or not, he's leading the fight. He's dictating the fight. And Gary, wake up. You got one round to do something.
Exactly.
And what I don't like is what we're seeing now. Again, the hype up. We're in the let's go. Here comes the fight. But you guys aren't showing nothing.
Exactly. We're in the fifth and final round, folks. Opening seconds of it. Again, just want to point out, Islam's face looks a little messed up right now.
Ian Gary, take advantage.
Do something.
Got to take advantage of it. Got to make some connection. This is what I'm saying. This length has done nothing for him.
Exactly.
Nothing. History versus destiny. Makhachev is trying to own one of UFC's greatest records tonight, guys, outright. Gary is trying to fulfill the Irish title promise he has built his career around. Makhachev is definitely dominated, but that was a good hit by Gary. We just saw one.
Yeah. Well, that mouse under Islam's eye is getting bigger and bigger. I feel like Ian Gary needs to start attacking that. However, it may be too late in the fight to try to swell his eye up and go for a knockout.
This is the most
he hit him with a right on the eye.
This is the most aggressive he's been.
Yeah.
From a stand-up position, this is the most aggressive he's been.
Ian Gary just tagged him with that right hand right on that mouse on his eye. It's getting bigger. Like, I'm watching it in real time swelling up. But Ian, you've got to do a lot more than that.
I like it. he's going to win the freaking round if he keeps doing it. But
Ooh,
he
nice
better start
body kick.
releasing those shots. We got to see more.
Yeah.
Because maybe it is doing something. Maybe it's affecting Islam's vision.
Well, I mean, that's the goal, when you keep trying to pop on the mouse on the eye. Oh, God, that was an oil check. Ian Garry with the oil check. He's now back to his feet. Islam just hugging. This fight has been a high five and a hug fight all night.
There you go. Hit him in the face. Good job, Gary.
Get your underhooks, brother. Come on.
Now get the hell out of there. This is
Exactly.
not going to serve you anything. Ooh,
there we go. Good
one.
job, Ian.
Yeah.
Gosh, if you would have been doing this in the beginning of the fight, this would have been amazing. Up, and Ian Garry goes down. Oh, God. Islam's got his back. Trying to flatten out Gary. He's got him up against the cage. Islam with the eye poke.
Ouch.
Or he attempted it.
The fight, man, come on, Gary.
This has been one fight that I'm very happy when it's over.
Yeah. Definitely a good round. Definitely a good round right here. I don't mind what we're seeing here.
Yeah, they're at least going for it.
Right. Gary tried to come out. He tried to put some intensity behind it. Islam is starting to realize I got some control here. I'm gonna hang on for all it's worth.
Yeah.
You cannot settle. You got to move.
Ooh, look at
saying, and I agree. You cannot
look
settle,
at
Gary. Gary cannot. He's not winning this race.
Look at Islam's sides, man. Look at the damage on his body from those shots by Gary.
If you can't see it if you're not watching on Paramount, guys, Islam's taking a beating.
Yeah.
In the grappling, in the close sector. But the problem is Gary can't get out and create more. He can't make Islam suffer through all this.
Yeah, Islam's just kind of been holding on the whole fight. I know he dropped Gary.
Pretty much. Good fight at this point.
I don't know, man. I'm very disappointed in it. Every other fight tonight's been better than this one.
Well, I never like, for anybody, again, every man's version of watching UFC, I don't like this, what we're doing right now. We're just laying on the ground. We're just holding. And I at least want to see the arms moving like we're seeing right now, or at least I'm seeing right now. I want to see the punches flying. I just don't want to see you laying there and not doing anything. The first round was probably the worst round we saw all night. The first round of this fight. And this is your championship fight. Good Lord.
Yeah. I mean, that's the game. It happens like that.
Yeah. And again, if I'm fighting and I'm in this fight and this is for the championship, I'm sure I'll stick to my guns. I'll stick to my plan. But once my plan goes out the door, then you got to let go. You got to let those punches fly. You got to give your effort out there. And Gary just simply has not done that this fight. He's not let go.
Gary almost got out of that body triangle.
Yeah.
He's trying whatever he can. There's 1 second in the fight. Islam took it by lay and pray.
Yeah. That's it. Islam's got him. He just doesn't want to let go, and I agree. Gary's trying to spin out. He's trying to throw some shit. It ain't happening. You just lost. That's it.
Yeah, he lost. But Islam took the damage, though.
Yeah. Question is it worth it? Is it worth it? You survived. Congratulations. You put some bruises on the champion. Congratulations. But you didn't really show him what you got.
No, not at all.
Wow, that was not good. Let's get this result coming up here, guys. If you're new and just jumped in, guys, we've been watching UFC all night. This is our final matchup, Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Garry, and they just finished. They're going to get the decision in just a moment after the commercial break on Paramount, and I don't think it is in question. The champion will be the champion, and it looks like he will set a record now.
Yeah, good for Islam, though.
So, again,
I hope he looks better in his next fight.
Precisely. I mean, you show up and you fight who's in front of you, and you give the best effort you can. I thought Islam started going to about the mid portion to the third round and was still kind of moving forward in his way. and not great, but still dictating. And then these last 2 rounds have just been kind of,
Yeah.
not showing me enough.
I mean, at the end of the day, you never know. Ian Gary may be that good that Islam couldn't do much. But I don't think that was Islam's best performance by any means.
No. But what I don't like is Gary, look at him right now. He's just walking around, hardly a
Got his
scratch.
chest all out, yeah.
He's talking and blah, blah, blah. It's just great. But you're not winning this thing. And it just felt like we just didn't get his best right now. That's what it feels like to me. And that's disappointing.
Yeah.
It, dare I say, it almost feels like he let it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never know. Before the fight, he might have thought he was going to lose.
Yeah. But I don't know. They're shaking hands afterwards. But I don't know. I don't know how you stand tall after that fight. For both sides. For both sides. If you're the champion, well, you're the champion. And if you walk out of there still the champion, okay. Well, then you move on to the next fight and you try to show a little bit more if you can. But as long as you're winning, you keep going. But you can't keep winning ugly.
Yeah, that was a real ugly win.
And I got news for you, people. If you're not watching at home, he looks like he won ugly tonight because he's all bruised.
Yeah, he's beat up. Oh, man. And then the bruises on his body, jeez. Those are pretty intense, too.
It's a bit much. But, you know,
what a night.
We talked about it. It's probably the worst fight of the night. And
yeah.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. That was... just didn't have the same electricity as the other fights. There wasn't enough going on there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, got to give it to Islam. He landed the heavier strikes. He dropped Gary. And these replays are showing every time Islam connected on the jaw.
Yeah, he did his job. He did his job. Let me see here. Yeah, we're just watching a little bit of that. And Islam talking a little bit to Joe Rogan in the ring after the fight, guys. That pretty much, yeah, that's kind of the fight there.
And that's it, folks. Jeez.
That's pretty much it. We covered it. We're here for the UFC watch along, guys. They're going to give a closing moment here. But before I do, I'm Grind from Grindliner Media. This is Stuntman from Stuntman727 on YouTube and across many platforms. Stuntman, thank you for coming in tonight and joining. What's your takeaway? What's your one thing that impressed you the most tonight?
Well, really, it was Robertson and the grit that she had. I was thoroughly impressed. And again, that loss does not make her stock go down. It makes me think that there's even more that Robertson can do. Furthermore, it tells me that Mackenzie Dern does have some work to do. She needs to go back to the drawing board, even though she did win, because had that been a fight in Pride, she might not have got that decision because of the way that fight ended. Keep in mind, folks, Pride FC had a different scoring system, the 10-point must system. You know, and the takeaway is, man, again, sometimes when you get two of the greatest fighters in the world, you have a barn burner. Sometimes you get the two greatest fighters in the world, and it's a stalemate. And with Ian Gary and Islam, we saw a stalemate.
Gotcha. And I'm going to agree with that one. For my watch, what I enjoyed tonight, I'm going to go back with the fight against Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dustin Stolfus. Dustin came in.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dustin came walking in, and we both looked at him, and I was agreeing with Stuntman that he just wasn't sure. And in his own words, he stated how he's not sure what's if the nerves are there, but when he gets into the ring, then he knows. And tonight, he knew. He took care of business. He looked good out there. Only really got a little blood in the nose, got a hit a little bit there, but he took a bigger fighter and took care of him, and that was impressive. So again,
very impressive.
My fighter I would like was Dustin Stolfus. So that's pretty much that there. We will continue to do some live broadcastings together, so you can expect to see that on YouTube. So again, thanks for coming in tonight. Again, everybody, that's going to do it for us tonight. some final closing thoughts. I want to thank everybody who came in and hung out with us for the UFC watch along. This was our first time doing something like this here on Grindliner Media, and I hope you guys had as much as fun as we did. And then again, Stuntman, big thanks for joining me tonight and bringing his perspective to the fights. I definitely enjoyed doing this with you, man. Thank you.
Same.
And for those
It
who
was a
are
great
watching,
time. Thank you for
still
having me.
watching, if you enjoyed the show, hit that subscribe button and come back because we'd love to do more of these. Drop a comment, let us know what you thought about the fights, what you think about the show, and what you'd like to see us cover next, because that's what we'd like to do. Something, and I will definitely be doing some collaborative efforts in the future, not just fighting. Not just fighting. For Stuntman, I'm Grind. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. We'll see you next time right here on Grindliner Media. Good night, everyone.